Welcome back, guys, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Sundays with the Boys.
Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. We're available on all of your major streaming platforms. You name it, we on it.
And please, if you can, go ahead and make a small donation to our GoFundMe page, Sundays with the Boys. That way we can work on getting an intro for you guys and making this experience better for you all.
Once again, thanks for tuning in and hope you guys enjoyed the show.
And welcome back to Sundays with the Boys. It's your boy Teddy. We've got Lucas, the horny manatee.
Wow.
And his number one boo thing who be licking his bussy, Aeysha. We don't have Chauncey this week, guys. I'm sorry, Aeysha. Go ahead and say your hellos.
Hi. I don't know what else to say. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining the show.
Of course.
You know, everybody on the podcast has heard so much about you because Lucas only talks about three things, and that's Kingdom Hearts, you, and spaghetti.
That is very true, actually.
I think it's not.
It is.
I mean, you guys talk about Indian curry all the time.
No, they're talking about you.
Curry vagina.
My curry vagina.
Would you have? I mean, it's better than furry.
Marcus is also out.
But Marcus is also out. He's sick. Chauncey is out this week as well. It is us three.
Us three.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Facts.
As he says, as he's missed the last 5 fucking shows.
I've had reasons to be gone.
4th of July matters to us. You should have been here with us. What did you even do 4th of July?
When she wasn't feeling well. She was still
Don't put that blame on her.
I'm not putting the blame on her.
You're putting the blame on her.
She was still dealing with her stomach pain. And she went from food poisoning to her monthly dues. And it just wasn't
I just wanted to be home getting drunk and watching movies. So that's what I did.
Peep peep.
Hooray!
We should probably Aeysha, now's the time for you to explain to people who you are.
No, I already explained
Who
that.
am I?
Give him a little brief rundown. You know, things that you're into.
He described me pretty adequately.
I think that you're a lot more. You don't lick my bussy.
Absolutely be eating the fuck out of that bussy.
I'm so glad.
All up in that chocolate loop pipe.
I'm so glad that your parents aren't going to listen to this.
They do. Oh wait, her parents.
My parents
I
do
you meant
not.
my parents.
Not at all.
My mom wants to come on the show, and I'm not 100% sure about that yet.
That's funny as fuck.
That
He does this. He says this to her on the podcast that she listens to.
I probably will bring her on at some point in time. I just got to give it time, you know.
You have to be mentally prepared for
Right.
it. You know?
She wants to do DMT.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta wait for that.
I just don't I don't know. I feel like if you have high anxiety, you should probably shouldn't do DMT.
Didn't you say you did it once?
Yeah,
and
I've
then
done it twice.
you never want to do it
She
again?
just came at you like, don't you have eye anxiety, motherfucker?
No, but he said he didn't. He did it once and then never wanted to do it again.
I said that I didn't want to do it again because I didn't want to lose the feeling or lose my little rabbit buddy. But I did do it again after our last podcast with Danny and Shank, which wasn't 4th of July. It was the week before that. The week that you guys were in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
That was such a eventful trip.
We can get into that in just a second. I'm going to go into my DMT trip since she brought it up.
Good deal. I actually wanted to hear about this.
So it actually wasn't bad. I didn't get to see my rabbit buddy again, so that's my next adventure is just to try and get back to my rabbit buddy.
Okay. Like Alice.
But this time it was kind of cool. We had Shank and Danny who also did it. Marcus did it as well.
Probably why you're not here right now.
Nah, I don't know. He just said that he's sick, but God damn it, I can't fucking think now. So Marcus did it, and I kept telling them you have to once you start feeling it, you have to keep going back for it. You know, don't just feel it and then let it go. You have to go back for it and then actually fucking experience it.
What?
And Marcus stopped, and then he said that he was in space, but it wasn't space, and there were these floating eyeballs that were looking at him every time that he tried to look at them. But there was something off to the side, this white door that he kept trying to get to, but he couldn't get to.
Okay.
And he whenever he woke up, he was like, man, if I just would have taken another hit. I was like, yeah, you fuckers don't want to listen to me apparently. I'm sorry, I'm the only one who succeeded in fucking having an awesome trip on DMT so far, so fuck you. And then then Shank went next. Shank, I can't remember what the fuck he said his trip was.
Right.
Danny went after that, and Danny said that she couldn't break through because like her last hit made her cough, so she was like trying to hold in the cough the entire time.
I see.
But for me, whenever I did it, I like laid back, and then like it was, I could see the vibrations of everything. So like if there was something outside that was happening, if like anytime somebody was breathing or making a noise, it would make a vibration.
Right.
And then eventually these vibrations became like this origami pattern. And it was like this cool kaleidoscope looking thing.
Ooh.
And then there was just some weird fucking snake dude off to the side.
Yeah.
Off to the left. But the only way he traveled to get closer to me was by traveling through the bins of the origami shit.
Yeah.
And it was like he had on like this weird like bowler hat, and his snake, or he had a snake like tongue, like it was like flipped out, and like he would just keep coming like near me and like wriggling to me and like just looking at me.
That's why we need the visuals. God,
Yeah.
see that? That was amazing.
That was dope.
I'm over here like wriggling.
He's
about.
undulating and shit.
But yeah, so he was undulating towards me, but he like didn't lose eye contact with me.
Oh.
And like as he was getting closer, like he was way the fuck out there, and he was getting closer to me, but like he was just like making his way to me and fucking like flicking out his tongue and like doing this weird shit. I don't fucking know.
He's
and then like
to you.
this giant fucking being thing came and like pushed him off to the side.
Yeah.
Did you say being?
Being
Like a
a
human being.
Like
Okay.
a human
not
being.
a human being.
Oh. Like a...
It was a being. I don't know what the fuck it was.
No, what was saying to
BEING.
relate to what? Yeah, the B. Yeah, that's what we
like,
were doing.
like, yeah. So like she came and like pushed it off to the right, and then she laid down like this fucking stage for me, and like there was a concert going on, and then like there was a sun with a smiley face in it. Not like the baby from Teletubbies, but like it was
I
like
immediately invoked baby from Teletubbies though.
it was like two dots and like just the line smiley face. But also at the same time while this happening,
sheesh.
He went on a fucking trip, man. He went on a trip.
I did. It honestly felt like it was fucking forever. And the only reason why I ever came back from the trip is because I was worried about them thinking I was gone for too long.
Oh. How do you physically make yourself come back? I've never taken this trip.
I don't know. I don't really think there's anything to it. You just open your eyes, you know, you're aware that you're here, but you're also just not here at the same point in time, I guess.
That's you. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just kind of like a very lucid dream.
Yeah.
How long does this last?
6 minutes for me. And it felt like fucking 45.
Really?
Yeah. It felt like I was gone for a while.
That's why he prefers DMT.
Yeah. DMT is my favorite drug that I've ever taken in my entire life.
Really? Why?
It's just because of how short it is, but how great the experience is. I don't like acid because of how long it takes. I don't like beans because of how long it takes.
Yeah.
Also, like, beans don't really do much for me.
Right.
You know, it's just kind of like the best antidepressant that I've ever taken. But the next day feels like shit.
Right.
It's like too much serotonin. And then the next day, like, my body produces none. And I'm like, holy fuck.
Overcompensate.
So you did a lot yesterday. You don't need to do any more today.
Right. Oh my god.
about 1,000 ways to die.
Lucas fucking kicked his mic to his face.
He almost died.
Final Destination style.
Yeah. So Aeysha, would you like to do DMT? Want to do drugs?
I would not actually, considering that I have to get drug tested for
I don't
a new
know
job.
if DMT shows up.
I don't.
At the same time,
Marijuana does.
She wouldn't do it because she doesn't like the taste of drugs.
It doesn't have a taste. It just has a smell.
It has a horrible taste. I don't know what he's talking about.
Taste. Aren't you smoking it?
It's chemicals, babe. It tastes like formaldehyde.
Oh, I don't like that.
I don't know what formaldehyde tastes like, but
It smells just like it tastes. You can taste it, right? Because your olfactory nerves and your smell and your taste are both the same.
My fucking nose hurts because of Black Widow.
yeah.
Yeah, but that was an unnecessary thing to do.
Is this the transition that we're
That
making?
was the transition.
No, I just thought about that. Like, I'm still here. DMT was was an interesting experience. I don't like the way it tastes.
I don't like the way it smells. Chauncey said that he'll only do it if he goes first.
Goes first.
Yeah.
I see.
Just because he can't handle the smell of it at all. Does
it linger?
Yes, it smells like a crack house.
Oh.
Not that we know what that smells like.
Right, I was gonna say, mm-hmm.
It was the best assumption ever.
I don't know, man. I've smelled crack houses before.
Oh, well. I don't speak for all.
I haven't.
Chauncey has also smelled crack houses before. He's the one that said it first. I just happened to confirm his agreement. Or agreement to his confirmation. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
How long have you been awake?
Alright, so I set my alarm for 8. And then I immediately set it for 10.
I see.
Right after that. Like after 8 o'clock. After 8 o'clock hit, I was like, yeah, I just had a nice long night's sleep because I put that AC all the way down.
Oh, yeah, but...
Not all the way down, but I put in like 4 more degrees down.
Which is nice.
And...
The insane haven't inherited the asylum right now.
The insane asylum?
No, like us, because Chauncey's not here.
Oh, okay. But so I put the AC down, plus I had my fan on, so I slept really good last night.
Oh, yeah.
And then I had some awesome dreams again, and then so I woke up and I was like, I want to go back to dreamland. So I went back to sleep, and then my alarm went off at 10, and I was like, I'm going back to sleep again. So I set it again for 11, and then I woke up at 11.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good. I think you needed that, restful sleep.
I don't know if I needed that, considering
you always need restful sleep.
I slept for like 7 hours yesterday.
You don't
like a nap. That was a nap. That was a 7 hour nap.
But you were telling me the other day that you did not sleep.
If there's anybody on this planet that is pro sleep and is all about the consumption of sleep, it's her.
Yeah.
It's like her number one thing.
Because it has so many healing benefits.
Like, whoa, we went to sleep one night. It was like 11 hours type slept. And she woke up the next day. Like, I woke up what she did. And that's a lot of sleep for me. 11 hours in a row, I'm fucking up. And she was like, let's go. She's like, you go back to sleep. I'm like, babe, I'm up. Like, she goes, sleep some more. I was like, I can't do it. My body won't let me sleep that much. She's like, I wish I could be asleep right now. I was like, God damn.
Well, to be fair, I get like not enough sleep during the week, so my weekends are the days.
Oh, definitely, I agree with you.
Yeah.
So, I like overcompensate.
So I do remember saying that, like, yeah, I haven't been sleeping that well. But I think I have figured out that problem.
Which is?
Overnight, I don't like to sleep longer than like 4 hours.
Why is that?
I don't know. I wake up with energy no matter what. Anytime that I do wake up,
yeah.
As long as I try to be productive, if
Are
I can
there
force
times where
myself,
you don't wake up.
I mean, there are times where I wake up and I'm like, I'm going back to sleep because I want to go back into dreamland. Hi, that's 5 minutes ago. Where were you? Dreamland. But like, because it happened the other day where I think it was Wednesday night where like I took like another nap in the day until like fucking 9 o'clock, and then so I woke up at 9 p.m, stayed up until like 3, and then woke up at like 6 to go to work.
Right.
And I was fucking great all day. It was phenomenal. I woke up with so much energy. I had a productive day, although it pissed me off at work.
Yeah.
And then got home and then took a fucking nap. I also worked for 12 hours that day.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's
I worked
fair.
from 6:45 to 6:45. Fuck that.
Jeez. I hate that. Yeah, 12 hours suck.
Yeah. And then went to, I don't know, came home, took another nap. So I just think overnight, I just need to get like 4 hours of sleep.
And then just take naps when you come home.
I'm a big napper, yeah. I
like naps too.
Naps are great.
Naps are great. Unless you sleep like 6 hours like Lucas does and then wakes up and it's fucking 11:30 at night.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't sleep.
And then he blames it on his insomnia.
Right.
You don't have insomnia, you just have a fucked up sleep schedule, sir. I've tried to tell him that for years.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because you sleep perfectly fine with me now, so...
Yeah. Okay, we've also had this conversation before.
That's true.
Is it because of the melatonin that's automatically produced by her
body.
curry?
He had to fucking bring it up. I knew he would.
New curry flavored melatonin.
I also didn't sleep the night that she was referring to. Like the night before, I didn't sleep at all. because we had food poisoning.
Oh, that was not what I was referring to.
You said take a nap. That's the only time that happened. Like when I went, I took a nap when we got home from the flight.
No,
and I didn't wake up again until 11:30 at night.
No, not that. Usually when you take naps, if I don't wake you up, you'll go to bed at 5, and then we'll not wake up till 10, and then I'm
also really high at the time. That's a big part of it. I'm not just like so really falling asleep.
No, it's true. He's always high. When this happened.
Tell me how I'm stopping. Fuck you, Teddy. You can fall asleep on a moving train with a rock as a pillow. I
can't. I feel like if you grow up with a large family, you should be able to have that type of ability. Like that should be like a learned
ability.
Yeah, they learned it.
Ability.
They learned it. I don't know how to do that shit. Like if I'm tired, I'm going to sleep. That's just how it's gonna work.
But, yeah, that's what I said.
But I'm talking about like I just can't. I'll stay awake longer if I want to sleep comfortably if I'm gonna go to sleep. That's something I got used to with her. Like sleep, like just not falling asleep like in a chair, some shit like that.
Yeah, I can fall asleep anywhere.
I'm so my sister used to piss me off with that because like we would sit there and be in conversation and like mid conversation that she started with me, she's like, "How the fuck did you fall asleep so fast? Like, what were you doing?"
Chauncey did that the other day.
Chauncey's basically the second coming of my sister when it's that shit.
No, like
he'd fall asleep on me all the fucking time.
Me and Chauncey, we were watching a movie. I think we were watching the movie Freaky with Vince Vaughn, and literally right after that movie fucking ended, he turned off F movies. He rolled over, and I'm talking 5 seconds later, he was snoring. I'm like, holy fuck, like we're not gonna have like any type of like midway like transition or anything like that.
Post movie like talk show about it.
Right, like we're not gonna do anything. Alright, I guess I'll go to fucking bed myself, go to my room, watch CSI, which I'm on season 2. I'm almost at the end of season 2.
Isn't there like 12 seasons?
There's like fucking 17 apparently. Which I also just found out because like I was sitting here thinking the other day, I was like, damn, what am I gonna watch after I finish all of CSI? Because I don't think I'm gonna watch the entire thing. I'm gonna wait until they switch up the cast and be like, all right, now it's bad.
That's what I do. Yeah.
And then I was like, what am I gonna watch after that? Because I'm not gonna watch CSI Miami. I'm only gonna watch regular CSI.
That's what I did with NCIS. The same thing. I did. Yeah.
Fuck you, Las Vegas.
Right.
We're kindred spirits.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just letting this shit rock.
But I think after that, I just found out that Hulu has MASH, all 10 seasons of it.
These
I'm gonna watch MASH.
Damn.
You do understand that Teddy's inner spirit is a white girl, like a typical like Valley Girl white girl, and I feel like you have one of those inside of you too. So those two are meeting right now. They're having a great time.
I feel like MASH is not some little Valley white girl.
I'm talking
like fucking 50s old.
I'm talking about everything else. Like
me and Betty White would get along.
You gigantic coffee right now.
You're glad you should hope it's no Starbucks, and then be the first Valley Girl.
Today is your day. I get my coffee only from Wawa because I get to go in there and make it myself.
Oh, true.
I don't have the mental fortitude to order from Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks.
So coffee's the only thing that Teddy doesn't consume for flavor. Like just for sustenance. It has to be for flavor.
Which is
no, not really. I just like it made the way that I feel like nobody makes it right except for me. Like if I go to fucking Dunkin', I don't even know how the fuck to order something. Like I can tell them, hey, I just want, like hazelnut coffee with hazelnut creamer, and they're gonna fuck it up some way. But if I go into Wawa and I pour my own hazelnut,
what flavor was this?
Because
this is blueberry cobbler with hazelnut creamer.
Oh. Has it improved?
No. No. Like nothing will be able to top last year's blueberry cobbler coffee. Yeah, like I don't know what the fuck the deal is this year. I blame it on COVID.
Always blame it on
COVID's changed so many things.
Like
the dining experience is so different now. Like now I get mad when people sit next to me and like when I'm when I'm out to eat. Mm-hmm. When someone's in the booth and it's like, man, social distance, get the fuck away from me.
Absolutely.
Which is hilarious because when restaurants do that, it's like a 45-minute wait for like 2 people, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
On a Wednesday night, like that happened at Olive Garden. We had to wait 30 minutes to get seated on a Thursday because we're doing all the social distancing stuff.
And they were still sitting two people right next to each other.
Right.
So, Olive Garden's lamps that they have in their restaurant look like upside down condoms.
I will also
I
say
just
this.
don't know if anybody's ever realized
I've
this.
never noticed that.
Olive Garden actually has extremely good food.
Upside down.
What? No.
No,
They have.
Not at all.
Have you gone recently?
I have not recently, no. I've
I don't-
probably
Because
went
I thought the
sometime
same
last
shit.
year.
Who's
I
Panera
thought-
Bread is that in the
Panera
food?
Bread is fire, and
You
that
watch
is
your goddamn
Chauncey's.
mouth.
That is Chauncey's Panera Bread. I love Panera Bread.
I can't say anything, baby. I like Panera Bread. And you say it's hospital food.
It does. It's like overpriced
What the
hospital
fuck
food.
do people keep coming up with this hospital food bullshit? Like, no, that tastes good.
Actually,
Also,
and you
and
know,
it's
some
reasonably priced.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
can
know.
get a bread bowl for $6.
Jenny-
The prices went up. Gentrification. It used to be $5.
My boss bought me. We got Panera Bread, and it was $36 for both of us, and we got half a sandwich and a soup
Yeah.
with a drink. That's really good, actually.
I don't like it. I'm not about it. Fuck,
Yeah, man.
fuck
That's
Panera
just
Bread.
because you don't like vegetables, and they put vegetables
And
in their stuff.
everything, yeah. Although he had the soup at Olive Garden, and I had vegetables.
Yeah. What was it tomato basil?
Nah, it was the
No.
pasta fagoli. It's fire.
Fagoli.
Fagoli.
You gotta say it with the Italian hand.
Nah, like honestly, bro, because I've been to Olive Garden before and I wasn't impressed. But when we went this time, it's like the food was perfectly seasoned. Like it was really. I was like, okay, Olive Garden, I see you.
I want to say I went sometime in the beginning of 2020.
We went to fucking Kobe's and we didn't get to do the hibachi because they weren't seating anybody else. So like that's the whole point of going to fucking Kobe's.
Yeah.
But we didn't get to do that.
But the food was still fire.
No, the food was amazing.
I had never
I
gone.
feel like all Chinese places taste the same to me.
Wow, Kobe's is 100% a
It's
Japanese.
Japanese.
steakhouse.
Like, still serve chicken teriyaki.
Do they? Is that what that was?
I didn't think they did.
I just know it was delicious. But he eats Panda Express. Don't worry.
I
Why are
eat,
you saying that? I eat Panda Express as well.
I eat Panda Express because it's the closest thing to my job.
That's fair.
Not because I go out of my way to go get it.
Yeah, it's actually opposite my job too. Because I remember you guys going. Remember you came to visit me and you're like, yeah, Teddy went to go get Panda Express. Yeah. So I
Back
did
when we
that
had
too.
our
Oh, yeah,
lunches.
yeah, because it was right there. Yeah, where that Target is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I worked. Yeah.
So, yeah, man, it's just there.
You didn't come say hi. I was so sad.
I did come say.
You did. Teddy didn't.
He was
No,
driving.
I was
the
getting
vehicle.
Panda Express. The fuck?
We had decided to divide and conquer that day.
Dividing
Like, I'm gonna get the food. You go do this. Like,
Yeah.
That's true.
we
Chauncey
only
says
had we only had the hour lunch.
Huh? I don't know. I just saying Chauncey says hi.
Are you messaging him now?
He messaged me.
To say what?
Hi.
Hi. No, because I texted him yesterday because I told you Alina did not want to like go anywhere. She wanted to chill. So she was like, maybe I'll just, because we bought him flavor. And he was like, she was like, oh yeah, let's just let me call Chauncey, see how he's doing, see if he wants to like smoke some hookah and chill, because I want to try this hookah. And I was like, you can try, but he might not pick up, he might be sleeping. And so I texted him, I was like, yo, Elena wants to come and see you and smoke some hookah if you're up. And that was at 9:30 because I didn't know he was at the hospital. And then he was texting me back, he was like, not today. I was like, no shit, not today. You what? Yeah.
I missed this guy. So a lot of, me and him were texting earlier.
I took a screenshot of it.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Our conversation was like, "Is Chauncey in the hospital?" Like, no, the podcast still on. Yes. Is Chauncey in the hospital? Yes. Is Marcus coming? Yes. I was like, I love our talks.
Good talk. Good talk. That's hilarious.
That's how you do it. It's clear, concise, and to the point.
Yes.
Oh, so, did you watch Artemis Fowl?
No.
I did.
You hated it,
I
right?
fucking hated it. I
I thought it would look trash.
I remember like watching that show unlocked memories for me of reading the books.
Yeah.
And
I love the
that was a
The
fucking
books were good.
That was a whole thing for me because I was like, holy shit, I've read these books? That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Wayne Colfer, right?
Something like that.
Something like that.
But yeah, the movie was trash. The movie was absolutely
It looked
terrible.
trash from the trailer itself.
Yeah, it's just absolutely terrible.
It didn't get good reviews either.
There's something about I can't remember because like we watched it whenever it first came out. Me and Chauncey did, so it's been since like what, March?
Yeah.
If I know.
Yeah.
Somewhere around Leprechaun time. And they're Irish, and I just remember somebody in there not speaking in an Irish accent at all the entire time.
Oh my god.
It was like, you're a fucking liar. It's like you're not
They lied.
even.
No, yeah.
Not
Didn't do
even a
anything.
thing.
That's crazy.
Vic said that he didn't like Scarlett Johansson not having a Russian accent when she spoke Russian. Like
She spent a lot of time in America.
Thank you. And actually, when she said it, the accent was still there. Like,
Right.
man.
Like,
I mean,
we can understand why Yelena did. We can understand why David Harbour's character did.
Alexei.
Lexi.
That movie was great.
So this is the transition. So what did you guys think about Black Widow?
As he looked straight to me. I did enjoy it. I went in there with no expectations, because with Marvel sometimes it's better off to not have any expectations. And I came out like genuinely thoroughly enjoying that, just because it's not what I was expecting. You good?
I just didn't know where it was gonna fit. I thought it was gonna fit in the time of like the 5-year span of the blip. And no, it was like before Civil War.
Yeah.
It was after.
It was right after Civil
No, it
War.
was before Civil War.
It was right after Civil War.
Because they all signed the
Sokovia
Accords.
Accords in Civil War.
T'Challa died.
They didn't sign it in there. They were fighting because of not signing it.
Yeah, but that's when they came. Was in Civil War. This was after that. It's set in the period. It's basically in the lead up to Infinity War.
Because
it's
remember,
after Civil
everyone
War
was
until Infinity War.
Because she was telling everybody that they've all been locked up except Captain America,
Yeah.
as he's on the run.
Just explain what she was doing. Like, if this movie had came out before Infinity War, it probably been a lot better of a movie.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It would have been fucking absolutely great. But
I don't like how they hold out Taskmaster. Taskmaster.
I don't like how they did that either. I feel like Taskmaster should have been so much greater. I feel like you shouldn't have shown who it was.
Right.
You should have just left it with the mask, not shown it was relating to anything, and just let it be Taskmaster.
And they had to relate it to her.
Yeah.
Like she killed her and stuff like that. So no.
Yeah,
She's
some kind of fucking
badass.
haunted past
Right.
storyline.
Which I didn't understand because they had the haunted past and everything, so you would think that she resents Natasha. But then she loses she opens the vial.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. She opens the vial and her memories come back or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then she doesn't resent her.
No, do you hear the first words that she said, right?
Is he gone?
Yeah, 'cause that's the only thing that she cared about. Like, she understands that she was basically collateral damage. She gets it.
That's true. Okay. I guess. That makes sense.
I think it was a decent movie.
What did you think, Teddy?
I thought it was great. I enjoyed it all the way through.
Yeah.
I feel like David Harbour's character is my favorite.
He was great.
He was phenomenal.
Why do you pose like that? Like
Oh,
that?
the hair flippy on the thing. You're such a poser.
Then she goes.
Disgusting.
I think it's greatly up into Hawkeye. Let's know what Hawkeye's about to be about.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm also loving Loki.
Loki is great. Who do you guys feel is in the castle?
Kang.
You feel like it's Kang?
Yeah.
I feel like it's another Loki.
That
Yeah.
that might make sense. Actually.
I feel like it's a cop out
really?
to another Loki.
That's what it'd be to me. It'd be a cop out.
Yeah. That
Just-
might make sense.
Yeah, just because this is all about Loki variants. I feel like if they introduce Kang, it's just gonna be a fucking too big of a setup for everything else. Because Kang is really the main antagonist of Ant-Man and Quantumania.
Yeah,
That's
but
a while to go.
is it next year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we still got like 4 movies
We still
before
have
then.
movies. Yeah.
What movies?
And we have
got
What If coming out too.
Shang-Chi, we've got Eternals, we've got Spider-Man, we've got Doctor Strange. And
you have
then
a couple
I think
shows
we've
in
actually
between.
got probably some in between there before that, actually.
Because you have What If coming out as well.
What If... So Loki is directly going to tie into What If.
Oh,
Like,
it
the events of Loki are going to create the multiverse, and that What If is just going to be playing off the multiverse.
Yeah, I agree with that. Basically, even you see the trailer too, and you think the same thing.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the trailer.
I thought it was going to be like completely different stories. Like each episode was going to be a
Me
different story
too.
thing, but now it looks like they're all coming together. And I was like, oh, okay, all right, that's a thing.
And
Apparently, there's supposed to be like a leak that there's a season 2 of Loki coming too.
There's already a second season of Loki confirmed.
I had when I looked at it, that's what they said. It was leaked that there's a season 2. There's been no official announcement of a season 2.
There was an official announcement before Falcon and the Winter Soldier even began airing.
I didn't see it.
You're the one who told me.
Am I?
Yes. Well, I had said it, and then you looked it up and confirmed it for me.
that's hilarious.
I'm pretty
babe.
sure it's recorded on one of our podcasts.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez, babe.
I'm just not here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just been enjoying the Teddy and Aeysha show. This has actually been really refreshing.
Right.
You guys supposed to share recipes.
Ooh, so I'm gonna try and make a nice buttery garlic shrimp today.
Who are you? Why are you putting in it? Put some red.
I assume butter and garlic.
Butter and garlic. I'm gonna put some cornstarch on it to give it like some crunch.
Okay.
I would like to try and go to the store and actually get like some red chili paste or red
Ooh,
pepper paste.
yeah.
And give it some like pizzazz.
That'd be nice pizzazz.
She's making curry.
I'm making Thai red curry tonight.
Wow. Do you use your own ingredients? Just
No more midsummer for you.
no.
That is enough. Yeah, no.
I've never made it before, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
We gotta go see a cat.
A cat.
Cat's name is
Well,
Nova.
I'm gonna go see the friend, and he's just coming along for the cat.
There have been times where I've talked to people and I said that I only want to hang out with them because they have a dog. Like legit.
But that makes sense. The dog's probably better than the person.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The dog's not gonna lie to me.
The dog, right?
I have so much fun with her roommate's dog on a regular. He adores me.
Oh my god.
She doesn't have a doggy door. She has the box that her TV came in.
Okay.
She has that like over her door so the dog doesn't knock it over, but he can still do it. He 100% can unlock the door too. But
He learned that at like 6 months and with living out of us.
his name is Cooper, and he is the best bad boy ever. He's such a good boy, but such a terrible dog.
He's an asshole half the time. Actual asshole to me,
saw an
but
armadillo.
not to him.
Oh yeah, that's the funniest part.
That's so annoying. He's literally an ass to me and Steph, the roommate.
What does he do?
Well, he scratches us for everything, and then he starts stealing shit from the kitchen. He ate my fucking sandwich.
He's bit her.
He's bit me.
Do you show him unconditional love?
I take him out, and it's not my
Okay, so
responsibility.
no. Like, just say no. I take him out and I feed him.
I feed it. I
That's
play
not
with him. I rub his belly.
Lucas probably got there immediately and was like, "Oh my god, a dog! Let me come here and let me pet you, dog."
He did.
And ever since then, Cooper was like, "Yes."
Look,
I
he also
appreciate
lives
this
in a
moment.
house full of women, so he just
Oh,
appreciates testosterone,
So he's mahoganyist.
basically.
Yeah.
But then he gets jealous if someone's all over Steph.
Oh.
So it's
I get sick and bored of it.
So does the dog? Does the dog not like your roommate's boyfriend?
ever. Nah, most of them she doesn't. She doesn't like Dan, who is a really toxic person.
No, you're making it sound like there's more than one. Is she polyamorous?
Promiscuous.
Or is she just promiscuous?
It's just promiscuous.
She's polyamorous, but they're not.
Right.
That's what it is.
That
Yeah.
ain't that.
She had this boyfriend that she was dating for a while. We liked him. He was decent. He was good guy. But he was insecure with his feelings a bit.
Yeah.
And then she got bored of him. So she was just like, yo, I'm done with this guy. And now she's back to being with toxic men. It's nice.
It's a good thing she didn't listen to the podcast.
I think we're free. Like we're as of this moment, we're free to say whatever the fuck we want. We don't have people who regularly listen to this podcast.
Right.
I can talk shit about anybody, and like it's nobody's. That's why I've said shit about Aaron on here. I actually
Does she not listen to this?
No, she doesn't fucking listen to this. What kind of fucking friend is she, right?
Right.
I've been trying to figure that out since you brought her around.
Fucking
I've
hoe.
been trying to figure out like what role she plays since you brought her around. I'm just like, does he need somebody irritating in his life?
I told him that he can start talking shit now. Now he's just getting like the doors open.
He's going for it. He's ready.
She's a friend, you know, like it's more along the lines of like she's always hitting me up to hang out with her or something like that. And like I don't mind hanging out with people.
Right.
Just low energy, you know, no big deal. I forgot what the fuck I was about to say.
About Aaron?
No, not about Aaron, but I guess other people as well. Is like, you know, like I was gonna ask you guys about your friend who took you out to dinner the other day, you know, for your birthday dinner.
Alina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of concerned for Alina because I have another
too.
friend of mine who knows Alina.
Oh.
And she's bisexual, and Alina, of course, is like always just trying to get pussy.
She
left
really
and right.
is. I don't know
And,
why
like,
she considers herself bi.
I've brought up, like, me and this other friend of mine have been like, you know, we should hang out sometime. She's like, yeah, you should tell Alina to come along too. And I'm like, well, that's not happening because Alina just doesn't have free time like that, you know?
Well, see, that's the thing that kind of pisses me off, though, sometimes. Is that she does have some. She has the free time. But...
Be a free bird and let it out.
Yeah, let it out. No, he's got a lot to say.
I know, that's why I wanted to say this is going to be a juicy podcast. This is going to eventually, like, this podcast is going to branch into me having a Jerry Springer type of show. I want to bring people on
to talk shit. I've got so much for you if you need it.
Yes,
yeah,
I do. I do, absolutely. Like, you can come on too, like, you, a behavioral psychologist, and we can start talking to people like, you can't be doing this.
Yeah, you can't
like,
be
this is degrading to your character.
It is, you know, it's harming yourself internally.
You're absolutely destroying yourself.
Absolutely wrecked. You're wrecked.
So yeah, my girlfriend's from her family's from England.
Oh yeah,
that's what we're doing now. We're gonna fucking transition that back to her accent. We're gonna talk about her accent now.
No, we just assume because like people just assume that everyone has an English accent. Like everyone can do one.
No, that's a lie.
Everybody can't do one.
That's a lie. Everyone tries to do
good.
one.
Everyone can't do it to good. You can do one, but it doesn't mean it's good.
Exactly.
You sound like an extra Harry Potter. Like that type
not even. Not even. You
a lot of people
like
try to go
trying.
for Cockney, and it's just really bad.
And that's the worst part because Cockney is very, very hard and very, very specific to the.
Very specific, right? You're not even from Sussex.
Exactly. You can talk to my mum though. She's from Sussex, and she just talks like a Sussex girl all the time. And then my dad's from
Wessex?
South London. Eastix, you know.
Eastix, Northix.
Did I tell you that her dad found out I was playing Call of Duty with him?
Yeah.
I told Elena that too. That was really funny.
I asked him though, I was like, yo, so maybe me and you should play one day? And he completely glossed over what I said. So I feel like he either didn't hear me or he just chose to ignore me.
No, he didn't hear you at all because he didn't acknowledge half the things you were saying because I think we were talking over each other. So he couldn't hear anything.
Huh. The more that you know.
By the way, my mum's and dad's internet connection is actually rubbish. They live in the boonies.
Define the boonies. Like, where do they actually stay?
I mean, they live in the middle of...
Oh, yeah, because they're in Texas, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They live right next to the lake. But
you hear banjos and you don't eat Angus beef?
Do they have jet skis?
We don't own jet skis. But I can ride a jet ski here.
Okay.
I'm licensed to do that.
You have to be licensed to ride a jet ski?
Yes.
What?
You take a test. It's a multiple choice test. It's a 100-question test.
100 questions?
You need to pass for 70. And you need to
only
pay
70? I think that should be higher.
Only 70.
No, it's a jet ski. It's not like there are, traffic laws that you have to worry about in
You
the
can take
water.
it as many times as you like. And it's like $100.
Oh my god, what a ripoff.
I know. But
So,
you're licensed for a whole year.
Only a year?
Yeah.
This is even more of a ripoff.
I know.
Jesus
You
Christ.
get CPR certified for 2 years and it's like $30.
I thought CPI certification was for life.
It was not. You have to retake that test.
I don't know. That is the one class that I missed out on in massage therapy because I specifically never want to be responsible for giving somebody CPR. I don't want to be that guy.
It's like every 2 years.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
You're not that guy.
Especially not in this culture. He touched me inappropriate, bitch. I could let you die. Like,
that is actually a thing. Like, that can be a thing. Welcome to the live chat, Lano and Greg.
Oh, nice. Hello. Top of the morning to you.
Studley do right?
Is Studley do right in here?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. That's hilarious. Welcome, Studley.
That's funny.
Fuck, man. I feel like me and Aeysha were onto something earlier, and you just had to come in here and ruin it.
Yeah, we talked about Lena. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
Talking shit.
I know that's what we were talking about.
We were talking shit.
But yeah, so I don't know. Like, I don't want them two to meet each other because I know it's just gonna lead into nothing.
Either nothing or they're gonna end up fucking.
Which is
I mean,
nothing.
they're that's what I meant. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's nothing. Fucking is nothing. Okay.
I know.
But it's like they're gonna like. He doesn't want to be in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Kind of. Or like really, I just feel like my friend is going to be the one who would develop feelings or something like that, you know.
Yeah,
And I just don't
yeah.
want. Like, it's going to lead down the wrong road.
I agree, because she's adamantly expressed how she doesn't want to be with anybody, and that she just doesn't know what she wants to do with her life, and she just wants to figure it out. And basically, nobody try to do anything. She just wants to be like a hoe for a bit, you know.
I do support people's hoe phases.
Yeah, so she wants to be a hoe, but she's Muslim, so she can't be really a hoe, you know.
Oh, she's got to wait until it's halal.
Only eat
Basically.
pussy that's halal.
Only eat pussy that's halal.
Sometimes I hoe some, and sometimes I halal some.
That was good. that was spot on, actually. Yeah, no, she says she doesn't have time, but like she shows me her schedule every time, and she has like 5 days off sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And then she's like, I don't want to talk.
It's just about time management is all it is.
And she, you know.
I also feel like if you are still trying to figure out what you want to do with your life, just start doing nothing. Because then you'll figure out what you want to do.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
stop
true.
trying to do everything, and then you'll just like, oh.
Yeah, she keeps going on about how she wants to go into the ICU, and then she wants to travel, and I'm like, that's great and all, but you need to finish your degree first. Like,
Facts.
you're doing one class because you're stressed out about school, so maybe you should focus on school more and less on work, because she doesn't need to pay bills, by the way.
Yeah, she still lives with. No, I thought she moved out.
No, she's by herself, but her parents paid for the house
Oh,
completely.
my parents never do shit for me. I hope you're listening to this, Mom.
She's not in here yet.
She's not in here yet, but she might listen to it later, and at some point, like, you need to fucking do better. I'm just playing. You don't have to do anything.
We love you.
R.I.P. Honey Bun.
R.I.P. Honey Bun, right? But like they've been going through it for like the past week. So like me and Chauncey went over there last Friday to go get shrimp and grits. We may have found out that Mom, and I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but your husband might be gay. Like he was on Chauncey nonstop. Chauncey's not a touchy person. He doesn't like to be touched. He was like all over Chauncey, like putting his arm around him, talking to him, and he was clearly drunk and high.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
he
then,
has
like,
a black guy thing. Like it's interracial.
Maybe it might be an interracial thing. Also, Chauncey kind of looks feminine.
Lady
too.
boy type.
Right? Ladyboy type shit.
He
Like,
does. He does.
You know, maybe he's like looking at Chauncey's side. He's like, it can't be that big. I guess. You
Or
know?
he can't fight him off.
Right. That's predatory as fuck.
Hey man.
But
That's funny. That's the name of his first episode of his show, babe. He's like, Mom, I don't know if you know this, but your husband's gay for my best friend.
The Teddy Springer show. Teddy.
Definitely.
I can't wait to bring on people on their parental are you the daddy shits.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be great.
That's
I'm gonna be
gonna be
lying every time. Nobody's ever the dad unless I feel like you're the dad.
How do you feel knowing that we know people who went on Jerry Springer and shit?
I don't know people. I know one person, and they went on Tyra Banks, wasn't it?
She also went on Jerry Springer.
She went on. Oh my god! Here's my thing: is like, how do you get on that show,
right?
Not realizing that you're about to walk into a fucking whole like thing of what the fuck.
It's because it's all scripted.
I know it's all scripted, but like at the same time, like you're not getting me on those shows.
Her parents, her mom was really mad about her going on to Tyra And she's like, you didn't have to bring me all the way over here to tell me that you were bisexual. You could have done this in the living room.
Right? You just wanted your 15 minutes of fame, and it absolutely went nowhere.
How do you even get on these shows?
You submit letters, and it's just have the best sob story.
Yeah, pretty much. Whatever's gonna grab the most attention.
So, I'm gonna be going to school for bartending.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that's a good thing to pursue. Also, I really want to start doing stand-up.
Yeah, I am excited for you to do stand-up. I want you to know that. Like whenever you say that you want to go Wednesday to the fucking open mic shit, I'm down to go.
Dope.
I don't know if I'll get on stage, but I will be there. I will 100% be there.
Yes.
Like, I have a problem because, like, I don't want it. I'm just like, damn, like, it's either going to be one or two things. People are going to think that I'm hilarious. People are going to think I'm not funny at all.
You might just have to work your way into it. Like, you're not going to be able to hit jokes, back to back like that.
Yeah.
Just, make little funnies. And then if they don't work, then come back next time and make it better funny.
All right.
That's all it is.
Sound advice.
You are so supportive. I love you.
Thank you.
You are really supportive.
He was really supportive about it.
What? Completely glossed over me. But yeah, so I think that would be great. 100% support it.
Because I don't want to do TikTok. You know why? Because TikTok is racist. I don't want to do TikTok.
TikTok does not support black creators. I will say. Yeah. But all right, here's what we'll do. Whatever you do, I'll make a duet of it.
And then post on TikTok.
Right.
It's gonna be on some gold member shit. Like Foxy Cleopatra and Nathan Lane. Like the black man does it and the white person just emulates it. Yeah. I feel you. Cool beans. Yeah, because I've been thinking about like that a lot. Like stand up, just comedy content in general. I just feel like we really got to do something about it because it's just too much potential. Like even with the show. The thing, like, I liked everything that you said. I don't know if I told
Thank you for finally fucking saying something about it. I sent him a whole fucking rundown, a 10-episode rundown of his fucking anime show that he wanted to do. Yeah. And I sent him a whole fucking rundown of, like, episode by episode by episode of how it could play out and what it could be.
That's so dope.
And I was just like, because it popped in my head one day, and I was like, all right, cool. Like, let's fucking think about it. I asked him, I was like, hey, what are your powers and what are Marcus's powers? And he told me, and he's like, why? What's up? I was like, I've been thinking about the show. He's like, what have you been thinking about it? I was like, give me a second, I'll send it to you. Right. So like 45 minutes later, I sent it to him. Yeah. He never said a fucking thing. This was like 2 months ago.
Well, I've never heard about this either.
Yeah, because he doesn't fucking care about me as a friend.
No, he loves you.
The piece of shit.
Hear me out.
What's your defense?
Well, it's... every time I wanted to bring it up, something else happened at the same time.
Like, you can just reply back to the message.
Bro, I forget about the message. I looked at it today, I'm like, oh, god damn it. Like,
because we don't text. We don't text at all. We Facebook message each other.
It's just like, also, it's just like Facebook messaging gives me less anxiety talking to Teddy. Because like, he's going to look at it immediately, but it's going to be a long time frame before he responds. He might respond immediately, or I'm not getting a message from him for a while. Because he's not going to get this message for a minute. He's like, hey, do you want to just make our communication a guessing game? Let's do that. But yeah, no, I really do like it. Yeah, well, I forgot the same thing. She tells me all the time that she's like, I love listening to you talk to old friends because I find out things about you that you forgot about completely.
We can't know everything about ourselves, Aeysha.
It's just like...
We need certain people to bring it out of us.
Because I definitely forget some shit. Like
all the time.
She wants we have to go bowling with my grandmother. That's something that she wants.
Bowling with your grandmother.
She wants something that my grandmother wants to do.
I was gonna say I did not say that, and his grandma said that. Let's just make that clear.
His grandma wants to go bowling.
Right.
My grandmother loves her.
Yeah.
It's just hilarious. Like she came over yesterday. She was just telling her everything. I'm like, damn, woman, like, what happened to discretion? She didn't listen to the song.
She didn't listen to the song. Speaking of, real quick, just to backtrack. So the shit that my mom and like the family have been going through.
Yeah.
In a week period of time. So we went over that Friday.
Yeah.
Me and Chauncey think that Pete might be gay, which is fine, Pete. We accept you for who you are. We just need you to accept yourself.
Chauncey is a handsome bitch.
Chauncey is an absolutely beautiful stud.
He is.
I guess.
If we have to say so.
Right, if we have to lift him up.
He's a pretty nigga. Like,
I mean, he's feeling down now, so he might.
I told him with the whole fucking post about him.
Oh, I saw it.
Doing like, yo, you a pretty bitch, my G.
So that happened. Pete got too high and too drunk that he had to go sit down, and then he went and like laid down, and then so we just ended up eating like without him. So then we left. I think it was like 2 days later, my mom like sent a message and she's like, Pete has COVID, like he got the coronavirus. Like they've all been vaccinated too.
Yeah.
And like, so Pete got COVID, and like me and Chauncey are like, oh fuck. I guess we'll kind of like wait it out, see if we get something.
Yeah.
We're fine. And like 2 days later after that, she's like, Honey Bun just died. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ! Like, what else can happen?
It's like
Honey Bun is a dog, by the way, guys. Anybody listening? Honey Bun is the dog.
It's the dog.
This nigga Pete is like the archetype,
OP.
like the sitcom dad, like all the shit that happens to. He lives a wacky, tacky fucking life. Like he played in the band. He almost lost like his hands in a fire. Like
yeah, he's absolutely done like really
some
off the
Peter
wall
E.
shit.
Griffin ass shit.
He's really done some off the wall shit.
Yeah.
So like he said that like he also wants to come on the show as well. I was like, yeah, sure, we can give you like a 10-minute segment of old shit white guy says. You know? Like,
10 minutes.
Yeah.
10-minute face.
Old shit white guys.
Yeah, because like
I love that.
Here's some shit. Like he started talking, and this is how you know it's gonna be racist is whenever an old white person says it doesn't have anything to do with race.
Oh my god.
Right. Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
But like he said, Chauncey, I went down to Jamaica. Okay.
Oh no.
All right. And while I was down there in Jamaica, you know, I was fucking absolutely drunk, absolutely shit faced, and then this guy said, "Hey man, you want to buy some herbs?" So I bought, you know, $100 worth of weed.
Jesus.
It was a fucking gigantic amount of weed.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, Chauncey. This is how I know it has nothing to do with color. Like it has nothing to do with color. It's not about race at all. You know, because he gave me great weed. And then he grabbed Chauncey's hands and he's like holding Chauncey's hand. Chauncey's like fucking frozen in fear right now. Chauncey's like, what the fuck? My mom keeps telling Pete, like, hey, like, he doesn't like to be touched. Leave him alone. And he's just completely fucking, like, he can't.
All over him.
He can't stop.
Pete saw his unicorn and was going to go for it. No
Right.
Right.
I was like, it kind of felt like we were in a bar and, like, they approached Chauncey. Was like, so me and my wife think you're kind of cute.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Join a
It's
threesome.
like emphasis on me.
Right. Like, it's all right, Pete, if you want to be pegged, and that's all good. You know, Pete's dragon.
Wow.
And so he's like telling him, like, you know, like, oh, I went and smoked this weed and I sat on the balcony for like maybe 20 minutes and I walked back inside. I was like, I'm not feeling a fucking thing. And my wife tells me that I've been out there for 4 fucking hours looking at the sunset. And I was like, I don't believe that, Pete, because the sun doesn't set for 4 hours.
Exactly.
But so Pete wants to come on. He's actually been through, you know, a lot of shit. He's, you know, fucking 65. He better.
Right.
You know, if
Done
you
something in
haven't
life.
at 65, like you,
You're
I've
not
got a
living
lot
right.
to do. in the
What's the
next
starting
years.
point?
You
Right.
haven't lived.
Every day's a midlife crisis if you expected to die tomorrow.
Right.
But he actually I think he went. I know he's like opened up for like Pink Floyd and shit like that. He's had friends who's played for the Beatles. He's been to Abbey Road in London and shit like that. So, you know, might be good.
Yeah.
The only thing that I'm worried about is like usually whenever me and Chauncey are here, we smoke, and they have no tolerance whatsoever.
Oh.
They get high after like 3 puffs.
Oh, that's not good.
It's like, yeah, we're gonna have to do this sober. Which we're doing this sober right now. We're perfectly fine. Well, you're not sober.
I was gonna say he's not sober.
Lucas is absolutely shit faced.
The shit faces I'm gonna get.
Right. He had a whole ass cookie before he caught here.
She finally saw me drunk during
Oh, yeah?
our trip.
Nice.
I did.
In our favorite rocket ship.
When we like,
Ooh, the sky.
because
Double Einstein.
she's like, I like how you did that.
That was great.
She she's like, I want to see you drunk. I want to see how you are when you're blackout drunk. I'm like, okay, cool.
I did not say
Blackout
blackout.
drunk,
I did
that's a
not.
whole,
I have to
like-
say that did not.
I haven't
back-
seen him blackout drunk in
Right, I was
forever.
gonna say.
But like, you've
drunk.
seen it.
I just want to see him drunk. You know,
I don't
tipsy.
I don't really know if I've ever seen Lucas blackout drunk, because if he's blackout drunk, I'm blackout drunk.
Right.
That's what it really is.
Right.
He only gets blackout drunk because he always says that he makes really great drinks, But it's because he has to go through the trial and error of getting that drink to where it needs to be.
Right.
It's like he's drinking down all the alcohol level of it first before it gets to a good level.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, now you can have it.
No,
after I've already drank half of it.
I hear no complaints.
Right.
Yeah, because people don't know what you're doing.
That's one of the reasons why I want to go to school for it. Because I think that's a good skill to have.
You can't do that behind the bar.
I know. No, I think it's just dope as fuck. You know, and then I can learn how to mix poison, and then it's just be a real good day.
It's just long hours, man.
I just want to just create a situation where we have to do a murder mystery for real. You know?
Oh, man, that'd be great.
Yeah. Things that we would do with an obscene amount of money, you know, like dumb shit.
I've seen so much CSI now that like I feel like I can solve a murder mystery immediately. Like, first of all, where's the semen?
YouTube buddy cop motherfucker.
Where's the semen?
Yeah, the semen's everywhere.
Semen.
So
is everywhere.
you find the semen first, and then you can find the killer. Because everybody, for some reason, their DNA is always in CODIS. Or APHIS. I don't know which one it is.
APHIS.
APHIS, I think, is the fingerprints.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But either way, you know.
But they're everywhere.
Right.
I mean, yeah, semen is everywhere.
Aeysha and I will make wonderful buddy cop
We will.
scenarios.
Yeah. We'll
And then
play
we
them
can, alternatively, we can have Marcus and Chauncey be another buddy cop. And, like, they're just the angry. Like,
I want to be the chief.
Seasoned vets.
I want to be the chief. I get to just...
You're gonna sit
Are you
back
gonna be the
watching
bartender or the
donuts.
chief? Right. Both. I'm the chief who's bartending late nights because I gotta pay for my policing license or some shit. No, fucking,
Police
or no,
by day,
he's
bartender
the chief
by
because
night.
he's gotta pay for his bartending license. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a passion of mine.
Gets it away by
Labor of love.
Right. Lano,
giving out tickets.
Lano asked if you were back in Tampa. Yes, he's back in Tampa. He's over at the house
I
right
think
now.
you would know either way, Lano. You don't like to hang out with me.
Oh, wow. Right, Lano. You don't care about us.
Shots
Ace,
fired.
Ace is gonna hang out sometime soon.
No, he's not.
I just talked to him like yesterday.
I don't care.
Who? What?
It's my friend that wants to play Tekken with me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that always ends up well. Not for the other guy.
Me and Ace have never fought each other in Tekken.
What do you mean?
They were supposed to one time, but then like Ace had something come up.
I never played Ace.
Oh. So we'll see how it goes.
Ace about to get his ass beat.
I was gonna say it's not gonna turn out well for the other guy.
He's actually our other fighting game friend. Like,
Oh.
he's real deal, like up there and shit.
I don't know if he's real deal.
No, like,
I
he's
don't
the
know
one
if he's
that-
ever played competitively, but I know he plays like for fun type of stuff. But he's good at it.
Yeah,
You
real
know.
good. And before, the reason we never played was because we didn't play the same games.
Oh,
Now we play the same games.
that's fair.
I've been having so much fun playing Xenoverse.
Yeah, he has been. By the way, the final for the UEFA is going on right now, and we're all voting Raymond. Fuck Italy.
We're all voting Raymond.
Italy.
Everybody loves Raymond.
Everybody does not love Raymond.
What? All right, so what's going on? Because I did see people posting the Italian flag, and I just thought everybody like today was National Pizza Day.
No, today is the finals. No, the semifinals
Of
for
Victoria's swimsuit catalog.
UEFA Euro Cup,
Oh, okay.
and it's England versus Italy today. So
Okay, we want Italy to win.
no, we want England to win.
Oh, we want
England. It'll come back. As it was basically we're bringing it home.
I thought you said we were voting Italy.
We are not voting for Italy.
Oh, we're not voting for Italy. Okay, cool.
Who's this we?
Fuck Italy is what I said.
Lano said that Lucas and him are bromosexuals, and then Lucas replied back with heterosexual bromantics. It's just homosexual, guys.
Yeah.
Just homosexual.
I was thinking about. I've been
like
thinking about
that.
the fact like 3 days. It's like, damn, people are gonna listen to me talk to my friends and think he's not gay, but
You can't be the gayest people on this planet are straight best friends. All right. Because just like Aeysha, I will also eat your pussy if you ever needed me to.
Glad to know. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
we are because it's
to
like
know.
I was talking to my boy Shark, which is part of one of my other groups, and he's like, "I look so handsome." I'm like, "Still do." He's like, "You too gorgeous." It's just like shit like that all the time.
We have to do that because it's not like anybody else does that for us.
She does it for me now.
Yeah. I
But-
imagine so. There's a reason why you guys have been together for 7 months.
Yeah.
celebrating our 7th month men's anniversary.
Right.
Men's anniversary. I couldn't say that the longest time. I sounded like I was having a stroke. Men's anniversary.
And she smelled toast the whole time.
Yeah. I was.
But yeah. But I always think about, like, man, I would do gay, like, it would be a matter of, like, what gun do you have? Would you have sex with one of your male friends? Like, I mean, if they're gonna live, yeah, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not about being gay at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
It's about survival.
it's literally a matter of life and death.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna choose life. I'm sorry. And honestly, I can swipe the person off my list.
Because he has a list.
You want to bring back that gun and ask me again? I have
a
quite a list.
I gotta check a few off. That's funny.
I said one time, I think it was either me and you were at a restaurant, or it was me and Chauncey, or it could have been me and Marcus. I don't fucking know.
One or the
But
other.
The possibilities are endless.
the possibilities are endless.
Right.
But somebody had asked, like, if we were together, and I always do this shit.
Yeah.
So it might have been all of us all the time. But like, hey, are you guys together? Like, no, we're paying separately, but yes, we are together. But I said it one time to, I think, like a cashier,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, he's just my heterosexual life mate. I don't think she picked up on the part where I said heterosexual,
Yeah.
and she just kind of looked at me and she's like, okay, like, if you're into that type of thing, like, I'm
Right.
sorry, I didn't know you had a thing against cisgender, straight, heterosexual males. Like, fuck.
She messaged me the other day because she was coming up the stairs. She usually doesn't message me that she's coming up the stairs. And so she messaged me, but she said, instead of writing, I'm coming up, I'm coming out. Right?
I want the word to...
So my immediate reaction was like, good for you, baby. Happy Pride.
And I had to read that text 5 times over because I was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
I heard her laughing as she was walking into the room. I was like, oh yeah, like, that's what I meant. I was like, yeah. I was fucking confused as fuck.
Then I got confused.
She's like, well, why would I tell you that? I was like, why would you tell me that you were coming up? You really don't tell me that no more. You just show up. Like, you have to do that right now. So you're coming out. I mean, it makes sense. Every time a girl talks to her, I feel like they want to have sex with her. Oh my god, your girlfriend is amazing. It's like, yeah, thanks.
It's because of her psychology background. She knows how to relate to people.
Yeah. That's it.
Good at getting it in.
They want to get it in. That's the thing.
Yeah.
They want to get it in.
People like people who relate to them. You know, that's level 1.
Except Alina, apparently.
Except Alina. What does she want to do?
That's because Alina has commitment issues. So, with you having a psychology background, do you just, like, sometimes, like, decipher people? Like, as you're sitting there around with them, and, like, you try to, like, diagnose them?
Yes.
And then you come back and you tell him?
Yes.
You're like, wow, Vic's a narcissist. Complete narcissistic tendencies.
He does have narcissistic tendencies. I've said a lot about... I come back and say a lot about Lena, too. Both of them. Because,
Wow.
I mean, the Alina on his leg.
Yeah. Oh, Elena.
Elena.
Yeah.
Elena. One was a... They're both so fucking confusing, man.
They're not.
There
Elena and Alina. Alina has an A in her name.
Yeah, that's why I have to say Elena.
Yeah,
and Elena.
Elena doesn't. And she's on my leg.
The one on his leg is just insecure about everything.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And she doesn't know what she wants.
No.
And she has a lot of trauma that she hasn't dealt with, so now she's just projecting onto everybody.
And it's really funny because, like, whenever she would tell me something before, she'd be like, you don't understand it's a woman thing. So she tried to do that with her. And I was like, what the fuck is she talking about? I have no idea. She's being a dumb bitch. I have no idea what she's talking about.
It's not like Aeysha speaks for all women either, but yeah.
Yeah.
Ultimately, though, like...
That's kind of how we take it.
Whole fucking thing is just kind of like, yeah, she's toxic because she hasn't processed any of her old traumas or anything like that. She just constantly looks for approval, very shallowly.
Very shallowly. And then to see if she's doing right, she compares herself to others, which is not healthy at all.
No.
So she's over here comparing herself to others, and then it becomes a competition to see oh, is she doing the best? She's got to have the best relationship, otherwise she's not doing good enough. She's got to have the best body, otherwise she isn't doing good enough. So it's all these insecurities just piling up with her trauma, and then she's just over here accepting what she shouldn't be accepting. So, but she don't want to help herself, because there's it's getting to the point where it's so bad that she can start seeing the flaws in herself, and the insecurities are just kind of like pouring out. She still doesn't want to do anything about it.
Well, I think what she's doing is she realizes that, you know, she is having where she's coming up onto those insecurities and those traumas, and she just kind of like rotates to the next thing, pushes it back, and, you know, focuses on the next thing that's going to be her I can't think of words, fanatic point of view that she's going to focus on, the where she doesn't have to focus on what her real issues are.
Right. Like, for example, when she came into town, she was like, oh, I'm going to find a job up there. And I'm like, okay, are you going to find like an actual job, or are you going to just continue stripping? Because that's just one of the
stripping is an actual job, Aeysha. We don't put down sex
You don't,
workers.
Well, no, because technically an actual job entails is you pay taxes after it. You do not pay taxes.
You do
stripping.
pay taxes stripping.
No, I
At the
don't.
end of the year, you have to pay taxes.
Do you?
Yes.
No, you don't.
You always do.
You don't have to pay a job
You have to pay taxes.
to the government
Yes.
or to the actual people.
I think they're like
You pay it to the government.
I think you're labeled as an independent contractor. More so, it's like I don't think it's flat out that you're a stripper.
Yeah.
Because, for example, nannying, you don't have to pay taxes for. Because it's you pay in cash. It's not a salary necessarily, so you don't have to pay taxes for it.
You should be having to pay taxes if you make over like 14 grand a year. I think is what it is.
Yeah.
I've told her, by the way, about how she was wrong about the beans.
The beans?
About the Heinz. Like,
the Heinz.
Oh, the Heinz beans. Yeah, he
Yeah,
did
the
tell me
ketchup
that.
thing?
Yeah.
'Cause you thought ketchup or the Heinz ketchup was German, right?
No, the
That's
Heinz
English.
company, like itself, it's
German?
yeah, it's not. It's fucking
Yeah.
American.
Yeah, it's American as fuck.
It's American as fuck, which is hilarious because they don't sell it here. Like Heinz baked beans,
Oh, Heinz baked beans.
they do not sell it in the
Daddy about to
States.
give you the charity.
I was about to go fucking pull out the ketchup right now.
That's why I clarified. Yeah, the baked beans they don't sell in the U.S. The only people who have it are actually Walmart, and it's unlimited stock.
Huh.
Honestly,
Well,
though,
no.
And all these international stores, they import it from the UK.
with her though, it's like like she told me about all of her friends. Really, she told me about like,
Her friends?
yeah, like the issues that her friends are having and all that. And like I've met her friends and talked to her friends without knowing what's going on. And like the friends, like it's like talking to me. Like, she's like, it's like talking to Aeysha, talking to me, and like listening to her talk to her friends. Like, damn, that's what I would say. So it's like that's a really interesting dynamic to have with her, and I think it's because of one her level of her empathy, and her also trying to do the psychology shit. So it's like it's weird for me to talk to her. 'Cause I'm like, I think that she thinks I sound like a fucking idiot whenever I say anything to any of my friends. Like, she's like, no, baby, that's what I would have said, dumb bitch. I love it. It's the best thing in the world.
Okay. Well, fuck her friends. I don't care about them. I want to know more about us. So do you do the same thing with us? Or like do you go back to him and like, you know,
No.
or have you,
say.
but you haven't said anything yet?
I wouldn't say haven't said anything. I mean,
Oh.
for example, like, I think Vic, for example, has really strong, like you said, narcissistic tendencies, but he has very,
Opinionated views.
yes, which are they're not based on any facts, some of them.
No, they're based
just
off of his facts.
His facts.
You know, which is like where Lucas comes from with his opinionated views. Like, Vic has a hard time. I think it's compassion and empathy.
Yeah.
Like, he can't see things from other people's point of views.
Right, which is very closed-minded, so
He's also a 10-foil
limits
Superman.
himself.
What?
He's also a 10-foil Superman. It's really easy to like convince like conspiracy theory, like they're listening. Like,
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like he's very easily. You can hurt his ego.
That's why I
Well, that too.
That's what I was thinking.
yeah, so it's a mixture of all that.
And yeah, I think he's also he's a very competitive person, whether it's in life or whether it's in video games, whether it's in anything else he does.
Yes.
And it's not necessarily because you can have a positive competitive streak, and then there's a very negative one, and he
Yeah.
has it's very, very negative. because it definitely influences his relationships.
Me and Lucas had a positive competition one time, and he's upset that I won because he never gave the ruler back. I went first, and he went second, and he just never brought the ruler back out.
That's hilarious.
Man, I thought he had something on me. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah. I mean, because like me and him, like playing games with Teddy is just fun. Like for the most, because even if he's mad, he's still hilarious about it. Right. So it's so much fun to play games with him. Like Teddy playing Gang Beasts is a lot. Like it's not gonna be a sweaty thing. He's not gonna try to like be a whole bitch about it. He's just gonna try to like win. That's all he wants to do. And if he's gonna take whoever he can down with him.
Right.
My win is by my own standard. That's the whole thing too. Like I understand I'm not going to be number one.
Exactly. This is how I feel.
I'm not going to be number one, but I have my own goals, and if I achieve those goals, therefore I have won.
This is me. This is how I feel about competing. Yeah. This is what I did in Mario Kart. I was playing Mario Kart with him and my roommate, and I was ninth. My goal was not to be last.
Yeah.
If I was not last and I was like in the single digits, I had won in my book.
There we go. Every time we play Smash, I'm always either third or fourth, but I guarantee you I've killed Lucas at least once, and that's all I care about. Exactly. That's it. That's
I want to play Smash so bad.
I want to play Smash too. Didn't last time Charlie and Stacy were over, didn't they say they had like some game that they wanted to come over and play with us? I can't fucking remember. It's on the podcast. I'm not going to listen through 2 hours of that shit. I'll ask them.
I usually do that. I listen to it like when I'm doing something else.
If I'm door dashing, I'll throw it on there.
Don't you listen it to like edit it?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. So I listen to it, whenever I edit it again, and then that's why once it's out, I don't go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
Outside of that first episode I probably listened to like 100 times.
I gotta go. I have to go find a studio to get my song mastered.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can put the video out for it, like the isolated vibes thing. That's what he told me.
Oh,
yeah. His engineer can't do it.
Oh, so that's why.
Yeah, so I have to do that too.
Who's engineer? Who are we talking about?
I got this thing coming out. It's supposed to be called Isolated Vibes, and it's like a showcase of a song that you did and me.
Oh, okay.
And then it's gonna be a mirror. Mm-hmm. So I recorded this shit like in March, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I'll get you on there whenever I can." And like he's been dropping like videos every month. It's been other people. So what's going on? So he told me, he's like, "Well, you have to do this." I'm like, "Well, you should tell me that to begin with, because I would have had it done already."
Right.
So yeah, I got to do that. I'm doing a song with a friend. We're gonna be doing "Stay Ready," the Janae song.
Oh yeah.
That's just gonna be fun as fuck. I can't wait. And I want to take it to Smoking Word soon, probably next week after.
Okay.
I'm learning all these new things.
Right, stuff that he's never told you about.
Stuff he's never told me about. I never knew about this shit.
So also, like, this was your last week at work, right?
Yes, it was.
So when do you actually leave to go back up to Chicago?
So I'm driving up on the 24th.
Did you get electrocuted?
Yeah, he did.
No, man, I just got to do it like the Jim Carrey thing. Ace Ventura.
Careful.
Jim Carrey. You know, he makes his Grinch face and he uses all of his muscles on his face. That's insane to me.
So you know about fun facts, but you didn't watch his movies.
About all of his muscles. Do you know how many mimetic muscles you have in your face? An untold amount. Like, it's just fucking so many fucking muscles in your face.
There's a lot. Your tongue has.
That's just one muscle.
It's just one muscle.
Right. So we're talking about the ones in your face?
Yeah,
there's a lot.
There's a lot.
A lot.
That's what I'm saying. It's amazing that he can do that. All of it. To make the Grinch face, he uses every single muscle.
She still has. I want to watch Me, Myself, and Irene with you.
You said that, and we tried to do that, and then didn't pan out, so we can do it.
She's gonna enjoy that movie.
I've been wanting to watch that movie for a while now.
Well, let's do a movie night. Let's do a movie night.
Yeah, sure, when?
She has all the free time in the world. As long as she studies a certain amount.
As long as it's in the afternoon, evening, because I gotta study during the day.
Okay, that's fine. I've got to make money tonight, so I've got to go out on my corner. My jaw's gonna hurt tomorrow, so like if we could possibly aim for Tuesday.
Jaw is hurting. What are you doing on your corner, sir?
Sucking dick.
I know. I just.
I originally said $5,000, but apparently it's like $30. It's my actual fucking price.
I know you did start off high. Now
Yeah.
you kind of come down.
Gives them.
I suck your dick for the baseline of Bitcoin right now. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. Yo, have you noticed that talk has died down completely?
Completely. I'm so happy I'm not hearing about crypto anymore.
Yeah.
The only crypto I am hearing about is the Superman dog animated movie that's coming out.
Which is gonna be fucking great.
I did not know about this. That's interesting.
Yeah, The Rock voices crypto.
Okay.
I don't know who else voices anybody else in there, but it's gonna be all the super pets.
Do you want to watch Jungle Cruise?
Will I watch it? Yes.
Yeah.
Do I want to watch it?
No.
Am I gonna pay for it? No.
See, I was telling him Jungle Cruise is based off of the ride.
Yeah, the ride.
Yeah, and it's being on the ride that was in like March. It's actually pretty close to the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really cool.
That's why it's also like, if you watch the trailer, it almost is like a ride. And then they go on an actual Jungle Cruise.
That's true. They do. I just think they're trying to set a precedent. Like, you know, Pirates set a precedent for the movies. Like, you created a whole entire series
Oh, yeah.
off of a fucking ride.
Off the ride, yeah.
And I feel like they're just trying to do the same thing. Like, they have run out of material, so now we've gone to rides.
Well, yeah.
to make,
They
you know?
have to do something in between all their Disney live-action remakes.
That's true.
I want a Treasure Planet remake.
I want a Treasure Planet and an Atlantis remake so
want
much,
Atlantis. That'd
but
be
I'm
really
afraid
dope.
that they'll fuck it up.
That's fair.
Right.
Treasure Planet, I was thinking about that. Like, the villain in that movie,
Yeah.
not even that bad of a villain. Like, I mean, like, he's a villain, but he's also a really great dad.
Yeah, like he's a
Yeah.
pirate.
He was
What do you
a
expect?
100% great father
good
figure.
guy.
Like, holy
Right.
fuck, dude.
Right. We didn't have that in any of the other Disney movies.
No other Disney movie.
Because all the Disney dads are
Right,
dead.
and that's why they're afraid to bring that show back, because they're like, holy shit, we don't want to shed light on good villains.
Right.
You know? Like, we don't want to make them seem like good people, even though we did it with Maleficent and Cruella.
Exactly, they did.
Fuck, man.
I still
So
need to
Kevin
see
Hart
Cruella.
is voicing Ace.
That's hilarious. They're gonna work together.
That is hilarious.
So they have Kate McKinnon, John Krasinski, Vanessa Bayer, Natasha Lyonne, Diego Luna, Jamila Jamil,
Jamila Al-Jamil, yeah.
Oh,
and
Jamila.
Keanu Reeves.
I fucking
Damn.
love her.
Jamila's cool.
Jamila
Yeah.
Al-Jamil. That's who's playing, I think her name's Titanica
Ooh.
in the She-Hulk series.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that.
So, and also so She-Hulk is she's the one who did the first fourth wall break for Marvel. And that's what her show is going to pretty much be. It's going to be a lot of fourth wall breaking. But she did that way before Deadpool ever did.
Oh, yeah.
So that was crazy, because that's something that me and Chauncey had no fucking idea about before.
Damn.
But they announced that. And she's also... Have you ever seen The Good Place?
Yes.
So that's Jamila Al-Jamil in there as well. Fuck. She reminds me of Cece. From
New
Yeah,
Girl?
from New Girl.
Yeah.
Cece. Yeah, yeah.
God. Two tall, beautiful, cocoa skin colored
skin.
women.
Yeah. Can't say brown because apparently there's lots of browns now. So.
Don't say it like that. There's always been lots of Browns. Oh, I'm not getting into this.
what is this? Is this like a thing that you guys argue about all the time? Like, you say that you're brown and she says you're not brown, babe.
That's exactly what the fuck she trying to tell me.
You're not brown,
Thinking
babe.
about, babe, I'm brown as fuck. What are you talking
You're
about?
definitely brown.
So,
I'm more brown than you are.
in the Indian
much so.
subcontinent, in the Asian subcontinent,
There is definitely a richer brown
yes,
in India.
The classification of brown for a long time in our community was literally just like Indian, South, Middle Eastern, Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi. They're brown, and then
What about like Southern Indian, where it's like,
Yeah.
you have less creamer in your coffee?
if you're from the Indian subcontinent, you're considered Indian. You're considered brown, but.
Crazy part is she's 100% sober. She is struggling so much.
I'm struggling so much.
She's trying to make sure she doesn't sound racist against her own people.
She don't give a fuck.
Indians are so annoying, man. They're so annoying.
Hey man, I feel the same way about white people. Like,
They just-
man.
If we're being completely honest, black people and Hispanic people piss me off.
Like, they all add to the same fucking stereotype that they already have, and then it just, everyone looks at you and then like, oh, you're Indian. Oh, you're
I almost
Indian.
bought a whole thing of watermelon just for the sake of I really want it. Like, we're talking fucking stereotypes. I'm like, watermelon's delicious, babe. I don't know a black person that doesn't like watermelon.
I don't know anybody who doesn't like watermelon.
Watermelon's
That's the real
great.
thing. I don't know anybody who doesn't
Oh, I
like
do
watermelon.
now. Steph.
Oh yeah, my roommate doesn't like watermelon.
She's a fucking honky. We don't care about her. You fucking colonizer.
Yeah, she is.
These fucking white cheddar macaroni people.
The Chipotle Gouda.
Chipotle. Hey, yo, Chipotle could is fire.
These aioli motherfuckers.
Yes, bro. The untitled documents.
Albino cockroaches.
So she I'm trying to think of like other movies and franchises that we're gonna watch. She also wants to watch Men in Black.
I was thinking about that the other day because
Yeah.
I was seriously thinking about the second Men in Black. I was like, holy fuck, this movie was really great.
It
And I
was
remember
really
watching
great.
it all the time.
Yeah.
I just don't
I
want to
was
watch
like-
the first one eating.
I don't want to watch the third one because that one I do not care for at all. And I
No.
really don't like the newest one. The one with Chris Hemsworth.
I
haven't
didn't
seen
even
it.
watch
I
it
haven't
because
seen
I
it.
didn't want it. It is not the same.
It's not the
It's
same.
just not the
it's
same.
not the same.
You
But-
can't make it international. Technically, they've been international.
Well, that's the whole thing. It was like
I
before they
could
were
be
in New
Agent
York.
M.
That's true.
I could be Agent M.
It's phenomenal. It's great. But for the longest time, whenever I was younger, I didn't really care for
I
the
didn't
second
care.
one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the third one's okay.
Yeah. Well, no, the third one is that back in time
Back in-
travel type
yeah.
shit. And I don't
They
like
go, and
time
he go meets
travel
his
things.
dad.
Yeah. I just don't like people who do time travel.
So then you don't like Doctor Who?
No. I absolutely do not like Doctor Who. I can't get into it.
Really?
Yeah.
There's you either walk one of two paths at our high school.
At Armwood, you absolutely walk one of two paths. You were either a Doctor Whovian motherfucker
Or you weren't
were
at all.
normal.
Or you were not at all into it.
It's all because of one fucking teacher.
Yeah.
One.
You either had
Senior
Moody or you
year.
did not have Moody. If you did
Right.
not have Moody, you did not watch Doctor Who at all.
That's crazy.
Right, you either had Alpal or Moody. If you had Alpal, you got called a racist because you corrected somebody else on their racism. That was me.
That was you.
That was me, yes. Just somebody called, we were sitting there in a conversation we were all having.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, didn't they used to call black people back in the day jujubes? I was like, no, they called them jigaboos. But at the time that I said that, everybody in class got quiet, so I was the only one who was heard.
Right.
And then my teacher fucking freaked out and pulled me to the front of the classroom and made me sit in front of her desk for like the next 3 weeks.
Gee.
I'm like, I was correcting her.
Right.
She was
She was
black,
incorrect.
and I was just making sure she was on the right path. I'm not racist, guys.
Says the Confederate in him.
I'm not listening to you.
The red coat going up.
Right, the whole fucking red coat. You're colonized as fuck.
What? Actually,
You're absolutely colonized.
They colonized India, by the way.
Yeah,
So
I
was
know.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then now you just think that Indian people are bad. And so who's colonized? You fucking colonizer.
No, because
Now you're gonna come over here and colonize his pussy, and I don't think so.
oh, I don't think so. No, he's too American. No, but Indians, like, it's so annoying because they'll be in the middle of my.
I don't think so about his pussy. But Indians, fuck those people.
Well, I have to, enunciate to the fact that I hate the fact that they walk in the middle of the road. Okay, like they own it. Like it's public
Also,
property.
a lot of them also are in her inbox, just constantly telling her, at least being
Asking about her bob.
Yeah, and vagina,
My
like she
fault.
opened up one time, like,
No,
hey,
it's my green
Aeysha,
card.
hi, Aeysha, you look very pretty today, Aeysha, like, yo, Jesus Christ.
They just want a green card, man. They want to get over to the United States.
I want to go ahead and point this out that I'm down to give anybody a green card for money. Like, because I told this to Chauncey too. I was like, I asked him like how like his insurance was going to be doing, or he was saying that his new job doesn't think that they have health insurance. I was like, we can get married and you can have my health insurance. And he's like, I don't know if you want to do that because like, what if you get married? I don't plan on getting married, so like,
Let's just get married.
Yeah, let's just, Chuck and Larry it up. Fucking, you can have my health insurance.
Yeah.
It's like the movie we watched. They pretend to be gay.
Oh, yeah, Dostana. It's an Indian movie.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry. I was like, yeah, I know.
No, it's a Bollywood movie. It's actually fucking hilarious, bro.
It's about two friends, or they were strangers at first, who were fighting after this apartment in Miami. And the owner of the apartment is a girl and her aunt, and the aunt refuses to let her niece room with guys because in Indian culture it's all sketchy as fuck. Because we all assume that men are predators. And
men are trash.
Right, men are trash. So, in order to get this apartment, because it's a nice apartment, they pretend to be gay so they could room with her and end up falling in love with her.
They both fall in love with her.
Oh, wow.
And in order to even get their permit to live there, they have to go to the registry office and pronounce themselves actually gay. And they have somebody come over to this apartment to prove that they are actually gay. And it's the most funniest. And
the person that's coming is
gay.
So
he's like on his gay radar, And
then the other person's like, what did his mom finds out that he's gay.
Oh.
And she comes in from London to Miami to basically beat the fuck out of this guy because he says he's gay.
It's actually really funny. It's a good movie, man.
I'm gonna have to show it to you. It's on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
cool.
called Dostana. Dostana means dost is friends in Hindi, so it's like we are friends. No.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Cool. Nice.
It's kind of funny.
Oh, also is really funny. Listening to you talk to my grandmother about Christianity.
What did I say about Christianity?
Catholicism, just like, just believe in him, pray to him, just one.
Oh yeah. Lord will hear you.
My grandmother, that is the funniest shit to me. Because my grandmother, she was talking about how like she prayed this whole time, like she got really into prayer. I was like, oh fuck, god damn it. Like you were doing so good about not being a stereotypical Puerto Rican lady, but here we are. So now she's talking to her about it. She's not even Christian or Catholic.
Right.
She's like watching someone do the religious equivalent of "that's crazy" is the funniest.
Are you Hindu?
I am Hindu.
Okay.
Which is funny because my sister is not.
Oh, okay.
My sister is atheist.
Huh. Your sister just moved over here, didn't she?
No.
Or she was going to?
She's still in Dallas.
Oh, okay.
She
was here for her birthday.
Yeah, she's here.
I thought you guys were saying that she was gonna move over here. Her dad was gonna pay for her place over here or some shit like that.
No. I was talking about how she is moving in Dallas, and my dad's gonna pay for that.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I just say you look really pretty?
Oh,
thank you.
You do, Ted.
I like what your hair's doing. I've been meaning to say
I was gonna say, I walked in and I was like, "Yo, he's got a lot of hair."
Got Andy Milonakis vibes going.
Right.
I knew you were gonna come in and say some shitty fucking joke, and I was hoping you were gonna have your hair pulled back in like your little tight ponytail that you do, because that's when you look like Darwin the fish. So I had that one primed.
I'm cool with that. Darwin's one of my favorite characters in Gumball, bro.
I consistently am telling myself every day not to cut my hair. It's a very
don't cut your.
thing.
Didn't you say you hated it? You didn't like it that you cut your hair?
Don't do what Sean did. I'll fucking fight you.
Oh no, I'm not shaving my beard.
don't shave your beard.
But no, I really want to grow my hair out like completely.
Yeah.
So it's in the ugly stages right now, and it's gonna be in the ugly stages for like the next 8 months.
Oh jeez.
So it's just very difficult. Very, very difficult. Yep. So Lucas
this is a struggle.
Lucas is trying his best.
I feel like Godzilla.
No, not at all.
So guys, talk about Meagan Markle.
I was just gonna say, I want to hear your take on Meagan Markle and the royal family.
Yes, Meagan Markle. So I don't. God, it's been so long since Meagan Markle has been in the news, and I completely I don't know. I just remember being on her side.
Well, I just found out some news the other day because one of the big accusations that they had on the Oprah show was
is that the royal family's racist.
Except
for the grandmother, except for the queen.
Except for the queen, right? No, well, that and the other part was that they left Harry and Markle like destitute, basically. Like they didn't pay for anything.
Yeah, they left them with they get nothing.
They get nothing, right?
Right. That's never the case.
So no, because they just released their whole income statements and spending expenses for the 2020 year, and it literally showed that Harry's father, Prince Charles, paid for everything out of his own, pocket. He paid for all of their traveling, their moving out, all of this shit. So the claim that they had no money, that they were just, they were just cut off completely, was complete bullshit. And it would just made a point that, and at the same time, they had just released Diana's statue in the UK. They just made a huge statue of her. And it brought back the whole thing where, Megan is relating herself to Diana and trying to think that she is Diana, which baffles me because she's nothing like Diana.
I agree with that. I don't think she's anything like Diana.
No, and she thinks that her treatment from the royal family is exactly how Diana was treated, which isn't true. Because, first of all, Diana was thrusted into a love triangle between Charles and Camilla, his mistress, the Duchess of Camilla.
Yeah, this is the English tea part of the podcast.
Yes. She's the Duchess of Cornwall, is Camilla. And she was married for the longest time. The Queen, the whole royal family married her off before Charles and Diana ever met.
Hey, yo, ASMR section of the podcast. You mind shutting the fuck up back there? Mister, I'm gonna fucking open up my entire sandwich salad bar that I have. You could have waited extra fucking 30 minutes.
No, I cannot.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway.
Mister, I gotta eat. Is it watermelon? Is it grapes?
He bought watermelon, but that's just pork. Pulled pork.
What the fucking switch up right there?
It's watermelon, if you say
It's watermelon.
It's watermelon. But Diana, she was thrust into this like third wheel thing.
Yeah.
And the royal family knew about it because just before they got married, Charles had made rings for both him and Camilla. And Diana found out about it and she was pissed. She was like, I'm not going through with this wedding. They forced her into it anyway. So, and then on top of that, she was 15 or 20 years younger than Charles anyway. She was just turned 18.
Right.
And he was like, I don't know, like 28, 29, 30, something like that. And he was already in love with Camilla. And he still went ahead with this marriage. And on top of that, started obviously having an affair with Camilla, with Diana, while Diana's still in the picture. And of course, she couldn't talk to anyone about it because they all knew about it and they did nothing about it. Right? And Megan's over here saying, like, oh, she's been treated like Diana, it's the whole same situation, they all know about my struggle and they all don't care about me, I'm all mentally depressed and everything. And it's like, well, you have the help. 30, 40 years ago when Diana was around and she was a princess, she didn't have the help because mental health was not a thing then in the 80s. It was not a thing. It's not as prevalent as it is now. And even her brother-in-law, William, came out was saying that one of the reasons why they made her leave was because she was, of all the bullying allegations that the staff had against Meagan. So, because Meagan was a big bully of her staff and other people's staff. So she would belittle them and antagonize them and get them to a point where they quit. And a lot of them were about to sue Meagan and the royal family because of it. So,
maybe they were treating her that way because she's black. Because of racism.
Most of her staff was black.
Well, see, my thing is though, is like I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that she was probably, some fucking prissy bitch or anything like that, That's never anything that I was doubting. What I am doubting is just the fact that, like, or what I'm saying is, like, I agree with the fact that, yeah, probably people in the royal family who were treating her wrong and were making comments about her baby and, racist comments like that, and that's not something that you should ever want to stick around with. I think, as far as, like, being cut off, no. I don't think you're ever cut off. I think maybe you didn't have as much money at your disposal that you wanted.
Right.
You wanted everything, and you weren't getting that.
Right.
Like, yeah, sure.
I only had $50,000. I didn't have $100,000. It's like,
Right.
Well, and on top of that, she still has her own income. She doesn't need the royal family's income to do anything. She has her own.
And we don't give a fuck about her problems because we have real problems.
Right.
Right. She just, it floors me because she went to something that the British hate is, or just the English people hate, is putting
emotion.
Well, putting their people's
toothbrushes?
business out there. Toothbrush, for real. Yeah, putting the people's business out there. Like, I don't want you to put my business out there. They hate that. And the fact that she just blasted everybody instead of actually dealing with it in a very, like, familial way. Like, why didn't you just come talk to me? Since we're family, come talk to me about it. Actually do something about it, make a noise.
Well, that was the thing that, both, is it, who the fuck is the one, which one is she with? Henry? William?
Harry.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Fucking Harry was saying that, like, yeah, they did go to some, but they were still on that same bullshit, and it was everybody outside of the queen.
Right.
So my thing is, though, is like, why wouldn't you go to your grandmother then? Everybody knows grandparents stick up for the grandchildren.
Right, and you went to your dad instead, and your dad helped you out with it. Yeah. So it's just like, and you could have gone to your grandfather too. Yeah. Man, that guy he is racist, and he said it before. He has a very low tolerance for people.
Everybody is racist. Well, not racist. Everybody, but I feel like anybody older than me, racist.
And
inherently.
He wasn't proud of it, but he said it. Like, he said it on national TV quite a few times, like in interviews, that he is racist.
I've also yet to be proven wrong about that. I feel like everybody has their inherent racisms. It's just something that you kind of pick up as you're a child, because your parents are an older generation, so they have like these inherent racist tendencies, and then you just pick up on that as well, and then.
Well, you're right. I mean, it's behaviorally proven. They've done so many studies about it as well. Like, you can give kids, pictures of people who are looked like differently, right? And be like, who is that? And most of them are like, this is a boy, this is a girl. They can't discern race. Yeah. They don't. They just see people. Mm-hmm. But as growing up, when they're around more opinionated people, especially growing up in school, they start to form those distinctions. Yes. And it's all learned behavior. So that's what's saying, when the phrase, racism is learned, it's taught. It's not innate. It's true. Yeah. There's lots of proof of that. So you are right. It's not.
Yeah. But that's why, like if I'm having a conversation with someone who's like 55 and they start saying some racist shit, I'm not really upset at them, because I just know that, like, that's how you were raised. Right. But I'm also going to let you know that you're wrong.
Right.
But I'm not going to be as upset as, like, whereas, like, if it was me and Lucas said some racist shit, I'm going to be a little bit more harsh on him, because, like, you should know better.
You should know better, right? I agree.
You racist piece of shit. Lucas.
We're over here attacking my baby. It's okay. I still love you.
Oh, but if I say...
I was waiting for it.
Which, I mean, I guess kind of brings me to my I don't get along with Vic's cousin, Aeysha.
I know. I think about that every time he interacts with you on Facebook.
Like, I don't think he interacts with me anymore. I think I deleted him. But like, I don't like his whole opinion, and I think it was from that actual Facebook post where I actually got onto him about it. Because, like, anytime that, like, something happened to, a person of color in this fucking country, and I made a post about it or something like that, he'd come in with this off-the-wall fucking comment on the opposition side of it. And it's like, bro, I really don't fucking care. Like, I'm not trying to have this fucking... and then,
it's like talking with Joe.
I don't fuck with Joe anymore either. I really don't fuck with Joe. I would like to have him on the podcast just to hear his, like, opposition, because I want to do that whole, like... You know what I'm saying? Both sides of the like fucking coin thing. Yeah. The debate. And he has, like, crazy conservative ideas.
Yeah.
For no fucking reason. To be a person of color and to have those ideas, I just feel like you're fucking Uncle Ruckus at that point in time.
He got robbed on like Thanksgiving or like New Year's Eve, one of those days.
It was Thanksgiving.
And the first thing he said was fucking black people. That's literally the first thing he said. And like I remember laughing at it, being like, man, this man, I don't know if is he racist? You know, but there's like he is. 100% is.
Well, I see that thing. I've never been. The only people who've ever robbed from me have been white people. Like, that's my whole thing. Like, I've never been mistreated by a group of black people or Hispanics or anything like that. Yeah. Well, I mean, I was jumped one time during Halloween by like 3 black dudes. They were like fucking 18. I was like 9.
Oh jeez.
They stole my candy. They jumped me. My brothers did nothing. My stepbrothers just ran.
Of course.
After I got fucking beat up, I went chasing after them for my candy. These 2 motherfuckers ran home like the little pussies they were.
Of course they were.
But even then, like, I've always been mistreated by white people. It's never been the other way around. That's why I just don't like white people. You know.
That's fair.
But yeah, I don't fuck with Joe, and I really don't care for Aeysha's opinions on anything, because he always just like he came out of the way saying some stupid shit. It was about the woman who she called the cops because somebody was there trying to fucking fight her. The cops took forever to get there, but by the time they got there, things had already escalated to the point to where that girl came out with a knife.
Like the foster home place and shit, right?
Yeah, had fucking punched somebody and knocked them on the ground, and then like got up and was charging after somebody with a knife.
Yeah.
But then the cop shot her like 4 fucking times.
Jesus.
And so I had made this whole thing where like this is just absolutely ridiculous, and Aeysha was like, no, like what else would that cop do? I don't know, fucking use a taser?
Right.
Like that's the whole reason of having a taser?
Right.
And they fucking, god damn it, I'm drawing a fucking blank. He just got into this whole thing where he wanted to keep going back and forth with me.
Right.
And then like I told him, I was like, you're a fucking idiot. Like you're fucking complete trash. You're absolutely shit. Like, stop having these conversations. He's like, whoa, man, like, why do you have to attack me? I thought you wanted to have these types of conversations. Like, these are the types of conversations I don't want to have.
All right.
I don't fucking, like, you cannot seriously sit here and be on the opposite side of these things. Yeah. Like, this is something that has to be, you can't have, like, a friendly debate.
All right.
And so, I think I deleted him. I'm not 100% sure. I know that he just recently commented on Vic's post, but it wasn't on my
I think that Vic didn't know that Charlie was serious.
I don't think Vic knew either, but
he said that he didn't.
Oh yeah?
He's like, okay, now I know he's taking this for real. That's just like, you're barking up the wrong tree, kid.
Yeah, Charlie takes that 100% serious.
Seriously, he does.
And Charlie's not wrong.
No.
Like, but, you know, Vic is an extremist when it comes to his views, so...
Right, and the conversation that we're alluding to for everybody in the chat, or everybody, you know, who's going to be listening to this, is our friend Vic had a Facebook debate with another friend of ours, Charlie, who was on the podcast not too long ago, about
that way you can pick a side.
Transgendered people competing in, you know, the sport that they were not or fucking gender assigned to at birth. So, you know, trans man competing in men's sports, trans women competing in women's sports. My whole thing is like, the people who are always against it always say some outlandish shit like, how would you feel if LeBron went and joined the WNBA? They would absolutely decimate. LeBron's not doing that. Right. And I would also like to point out, LeBron's decimating anyways. He's already at the top of the fucking game.
Right.
Choose somebody else. Pick somebody off the fucking Utah Jazz who's getting maybe fucking 15 points a game.
Right.
Choose some mediocre player and then choose the best, you know, a trans man who's dominating in the WNBA.
Right.
You know, because then at that point in time, they're at the top of their fucking competitive field as far as they can go in the WNBA. Mm-hmm. And they want to compete in the actual NBA, but they can't.
Right.
So at that point, you're not doing yourself a service by saying that, no, they shouldn't. Because they'll just be... They won't be able to compete.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then that's the fucking case. But they're already too good at where they're at.
Mm-hmm. They told Vic's like, I'm surprised you didn't comment. I'm like, I was staying the fuck out of it. Well, I'm just gonna watch this one. This is gonna be a fun exchange as long as I'm not a part of it. I did not want anything to do with it. Nothing at all. I don't have a stance on this matter when it comes to YouTube. Like, y'all just gonna argue, let y'all argue. Fuck that. I wasn't doing that. I also wasn't gonna argue. Well, not argue. There's a conversation going around about Bill Cosby. You remember Judge Joe Brown?
Oh yeah. I saw it.
Bro,
You saw that clip? Yeah.
what do you think?
Where Judge Joe Brown was pretty much saying like women.
They have a certain amount of accountability that they're not holding themselves to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like no, that's bullshit.
To an
Like
extent,
absolute bullshit.
Like so, it's like damn, like that's a
To automatically classify every woman who's ever come into contact with Bill Cosby or any other celebrity for that matter is some type of groupie and they want to be fucked. Like no.
That's crazy.
No.
Yeah, that is
It's crazy. But there is a certain amount of accountability, yes, 100%. But we're past that part. We're talking about the people who would take advantage of that accountability.
Right. And well, here's my thing is I feel like you as a celebrity, you have a bigger responsibility and a bigger accountability to say no.
Yeah.
It is on you to
Take
do
the proper
better
steps.
than
Take the
them.
proper steps.
Right.
It's like, but like, I feel like I understand what their underlying message was, what both sides of it was trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a conducive conversation because they were talking over each other the whole time.
At all.
Yeah.
But it's like y'all both have valid points. You're just taking extreme radical viewpoints to it, and there's no reason for that. It's not going to help here.
Yeah.
It's like, do I have people who lie, people who are again like people who feign sexual assault? Deplorable human being.
Right, absolutely.
But it's like,
But to automatically have the idea
Yeah.
that, you know, somebody is feigning sexual assault
Yeah.
just because you don't want to give them the benefit of the doubt.
well, yeah, because there's also the girls that would be like that would have sex with them and then lie and say that they didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of like those like that type of shit. It's like, so it's like it's a gray area that's not really going to be ever defined because it's like at the end of the day, it's one person's opinion against another person's opinion about which one of this is right, which one of this is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought that was crazy because like she asked me, I was like, shit. I don't remember how I feel about this yet. So
I don't remember. I gotta wait a minute for me to formulate my opinion.
Right. It's got a
way
load.
before I got there.
It's got a
Like,
load.
God damn it. So I was like, you.
I feel like Bill Cosby should not be a free man. That's 100% how I feel.
I
I
agree
just
with
feel
that.
like I remember whenever the whole Bill Cosby thing was originally going down, and I remember thinking the complete opposite though. I remember thinking that like, nah, I just feel like Bill Cosby wouldn't sexually assault these women. But now my stance has completely changed on that.
180.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's more about the fact that this is actually why I stopped fucking with Joe, is because of this whole idea. It wasn't about this. It was actually about who the fuck was the politician that was about to be like announced as like attorney general or some shit like that, and somebody had came out about sexual allegations about them from like 25 years prior. It was like
The only person that comes to mind is Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
no.
And that's not the right person at all.
You better not be making any allegations about Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Drake. But her name was like Caitlyn.
Jenner?
No. She's a special kind of stupid.
She is.
The bad thing is, I'm gonna try and search this up by putting in Trump appointee accused of sexual allegation,
And all of
but
them.
like it's gonna be all of them.
Yeah, 1,000 of them will pull up.
God, I hope it's the first one. Like it's loading right now, but like, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Yeah, so this isn't gonna be able to fucking work. But I remember talking to him about it, and I can't remember who the fuck the names were. It was like she had a weird name. It was like Caitlin Ford Cox or some shit like that. And she was pretty much saying that like he had sexually molested her at a party like 25 years ago, and I remember saying like this is absolutely ridiculous. Like she's pretty much being shunned because everybody on the right and everybody in the media was pretty much like, oh, she doesn't remember how much she had to drink that night. She don't remember what she drank that night. but she absolutely remembers that she was assaulted by him. I'm like, yeah, because one of those is more important than the other. Like, one of those you're definitely gonna fucking remember.
Called trauma.
Right.
Right.
And Joe had commented on the post and was like, nah, man, like, you can't just automatically believe whatever anybody's saying. I'm like, I don't know. I automatically believe what she's saying after the evidence that she has provided.
Right.
And then he came out with that same bullshit, like, oh, so she can't remember how much she drank, though, but you're going to believe her on this? Yes. And then I remember him saying that, you know, my girlfriend said that she was sexually molested. And I didn't believe her at first until she also told me that her dogs were abused by her ex-boyfriend. And whenever I saw her dogs, I saw how her dogs reacted to me. And I'm like, so you're telling me that you didn't fucking believe your girlfriend?
Wow.
That she was sexually molested and assaulted until you saw 2 fucking dogs react to you because they were abused?
That's insane.
Like, you probably shouldn't be with that girl, bro.
That's why he stopped being friends with me.
Was it? Yeah, well, I know. Yeah, he stopped being friends with you because you were not even really friends with, you know,
I had
her
hung out with
ex-boyfriend.
him twice, like in,
Right.
like a 2-month time frame. He's like, bro, like we used to be friends, but you fuck with a abuser and like a manipulator, and I'm like, I don't choose sides, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't even know his girlfriend. She didn't like me to begin.
Right. She didn't like any of us.
Like, she didn't like me to begin with, so I don't know her. Like, her opinion of me does not matter. It's like,
Right.
I know who this person is. Or her, I know what he's been through. Like, his life has been a lot harder than you're giving him credit for it. So fuck that.
Facts.
Like, his little brother killed himself. Like,
Yeah.
so, and he's always been nothing but a great human being to me. Like, I can't base it off anything else. If he did do those horrible things, I'm very sorry, but I can't just go off that. Because me, I've been accused of rape before.
Yeah.
By someone I never even, like, and the reason they accused me is because they didn't want to get in trouble for having sex with this person. Mm-hmm. It's like, almost ruined my entire life. Like, with no evidence whatsoever. Everyone was automatically like, Lucas. I'm like, what? Motherfucker? Nah. So it's like, it hits a little different depending on, like, your perspective of it. But it's like, with certain things, it's like, there's something outweighs the other part of it.
Right.
Like,
I mean, you know, if you have been sexually assaulted or molested, you know how hard it is to say it to even somebody that you're with.
Yeah.
You know, to even formulate those words. Even if you've gotten over that trauma, it's still so hard to say.
Yeah.
And the fact that he didn't believe his girlfriend blows my mind. It's like,
this is also like his
so hard
the
for her to
first
tell
girl
you
he
that.
ever had sex with.
Yeah. This is his first, like, legit girlfriend.
yeah.
He lost his virginity at the age of 26.
I mean, that's just a low blow. That's just like, did it need to be announced at all? He was waiting for the special one, and he found the special one who just happens to be an absolute cunt and doesn't like anybody.
Right.
So, you know.
Makes sense. Good thing I'm not like that, right?
I hope.
You go.
You know, like, you're all right.
Which part? Calling me a cunt? Which one are you talking about?
I would never call you a cunt.
Teddy might.
I would. There's no might about it.
I'd call you a tosser before I called you a
Tosser. You guys are tossers. Bunch of tossers.
Harry Potter. Who's that? Nobody.
He's just a tosser, really.
A bit of a tosser.
Maybe when
But
I
it's
get
like
off.
these people that we were friends with, like, it's just like, damn, man, like, yeah. Like Jordan,
is. I don't think I'm friends with him on Facebook either.
bro. I was like,
He's super conservative. Like, I had another little Facebook debate with him, and like, it was just kind of like, bro, like, I don't know if I can actually be friends with you on these. Oh no, I am still friends with him. Okay, never mind. It didn't get that far. It didn't get that far.
Yeah,
you were like,
Yeah, it was kind of like to the point, like, you know, like, but it kind of came down to the basis. Like, I think he saved himself because he was like, you know, it was during the George Floyd fucking riot and chaos last year, but he was just kind of like, I'm a conservative because I believe that they hold my values at heart. And I'm like, your values are racist? And he's like, no, not that part. Like, just, you know, I feel like limited government, tax, you know, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, so, like, actual Republican, I guess, policies.
ideologies.
But I feel like that's drastically changed in the past 6 years. So, like, you really need to reevaluate where you are. But yeah, it's Jordan was a kind of blue, you know, like you're kind of on the fence there, buddy.
There's a lot of people from high school that I just stopped fucking talking to, like Allison.
Oh yeah, she's super
Trump heavy, bro. I was just like,
super Trump heavy.
That's crazy.
Right.
But there's another girl I went to school with, the same shit.
The thing with Allison though is her personality and her views depend on who she's with. She doesn't have her own mindset. It 100% depends on who's giving her the pipe.
I'm glad people can formulate their own opinions around here.
Right. That's one of my things. I feel like I can't really be friends with you unless you can formulate your own opinion on things.
And you don't get sensitive, like, you don't consider sensitivity being, like, me not being allowed to offend you as much as it's like, let's talk about some shit that's uncomfortable.
Right.
Are you going to be sensitive about that? That's why I love talking to Marcus.
Which Marcus?
My Marcus.
Your Marcus? My Marcus.
My Marcus. He goes, my Marcus and Marcus.
All right. My Marcus.
Right.
He is mine.
My own.
He is my. His girlfriend told me that he told me that she's not used to hearing people be able to talk to Marcus and keep up with them. I was like, that's me talking to stupid people.
Yeah, right? You don't know how to have conversations?
Marcus is an idiot. I feel that way about all of us, though.
100%.
Like, there's no way around it.
Well, yeah, I don't really think that we're idiots. I think that we're just so smart that we have to be idiots. Like, you have to, like, honestly, yes, like, you have to be stupid to be able to come up with the shit that we say sometimes. Yeah. And, like, it really sucks. I wish me and Chauncey could have mics on us at all times, because we say so much shit that's gold throughout the week.
Right. And you do too.
Oh, I messaged Cam.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, our homie Cam Bergering, you know, on America's Got Talent. Shout out to him. He has his own podcast. I forgot the name of it. My bad, bro. You'll be all right. You making that AGT money, nigga.
That is pretty dope, though. I watched it and everything like that. It's really cool to see him just... I mean, I've only met him once, and that was one fucking stand-up special.
At a show that he bombed.
Yeah. And which I thought was still really good. He had that fucking awesome little midget joke. Yeah. Little people joke. Little people.
So, but I messaged him because he has a bracelet that says Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce, never forget. And I want 3 of them. So I was like, yo, I feel like I know the answer to this question already, but sometimes life throws lemonade at you. So, do you have any more of these bracelets? And like, I didn't realize what I said until I had said it. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? So he responded to that, laughing his ass off. He's like, yes, I do still have those bracelets. I'm over here just telling everybody I'm a fucking idiot, bro.
I would like to see about possibly having Cam on the show. Definitely.
Yeah, he's not done being busy. He's full.
Right. He is super busy.
He's on Dry Bar. That shit was dope. I liked his Dry Bar set a little bit better because he did the same joke that he did to get selected for America's Got Talent. Mm-hmm. But there's a part of it that he added on his Dry Bar special that was 10 times better than me. Because at the end of it, he's like, because he ended with, let's start a book club. And he's like, let's read The Secret. He's like, Chad, you got to go. We'll give you the address of this party. It's like stupid shit like that. Like, his type of content's always been like, just fun. It's just been fun shit. Like, I'm so happy for him. You know what I mean? Like, I want people to be able to succeed in ways like that. Yeah. But it's like, comedy's hard to do.
Comedy is hard to do. It's a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
You have to find out trial and error.
People like.
It's just a way of executing the jokes.
Yeah.
That's what it really is. And the bad thing about it is every crowd is never going to be the same.
Right. You're absolutely right.
You know, what may fucking hit one night may not hit the next. Or even the fucking next show after that.
Yeah. And it's like, do you want to just be a brand? Like, that's like, what type of comedy do you want to do? What do you want to be known for type shit? Like, it's all of that goes into it.
Well, see, like, I was listening to this one podcast, and they were actually talking about it. It's a group of comedians, like small-time comedians. They've done a few tours here and there, but they've never done anything, like, super major. And they were talking about, like, you know, certain people at a level people go to see you for that type of humor, because he made like a dead kid joke. It was about like anti-vaxxers and shit like that, and he made like a dead kid joke, and he's like, well, I didn't fucking kill the kid. But like, he's like, at a certain time, I could probably say that joke and people would fucking find it funny. But as of right now, where I'm kind of like a no-name, I'm kind of like an opening act, no. Like, I have to work around that and try to make it fit. But, 10 years down the line, whenever I have my own opening show on Comedy Central, yes.
Right.
Because people will be coming for me and my type of humor.
Right.
So, I don't know. Difficult. I remember when I wanted to do comedy. I still wouldn't mind doing it. I just don't have... my comedy is reactionary based. It's more about conversation.
So they basically spent money to get roasted by you.
That's honestly what I feel like I would do. Is I would get up on stage, I'd probably say like 1, 2 maybe jokes, and then I'd start fucking with the crowd.
Yeah, bro, like that's honestly, like, I think that's one of the behaviors I want to teach my kids.
Is how to be funny.
Well, 100%. Like, just how to make someone's day type shit. Okay, that's kind of like being able to go somewhere and just like, oh my god, this is gonna be a terrible experience, and like, it's so much fun just because of who you're with and the people you're around.
Oh yeah. Like,
Gabby told me she hates it. Like, she goes, I hate when you talk to your waiter.
I was just thinking that. I was like, I feel like every waiter or waitress we've ever had, not every single one, because there's that one bitch who didn't fuck with us, but we've successfully fucked with everybody that we've ever encountered, and they have left better. We're talking about people at Target, customers and employees.
The lady that still is worried about me in public
to this day, worried about you and your father.
It's like, but I've always thought that that's just been a good way to handle it. Like, we want to teach your kid good behaviors. We want to teach your kid, like, I want to teach my kid how to be able to order their own food at like a young age, so I don't have to do it. It's like, what do you want? Tell them what you want. Like, right, absolutely. Be comfortable. They can create that comfort to talk to people and get that out of the way. Because I know my kid's gonna be embarrassed about stupid shit. He's like, Daddy, I can't spell my name. I was like, oh, you fucking idiot. Like, is that what you expected me to say?
Don't worry. Herman Ecclesiastes. This is difficult.
Like, do you know who you were named after? It was me. I killed Voldemort. I'm great. But no. So it's like, but messing with the waitresses, like, just like, don't treat them with disrespect. That's number one. Like, we're never disrespectful. It's just
right.
We're gonna mess with you. Like, it's going to happen. Cause like, I remember one time we had me and him, we went to box lunch, and we just like, we
were having our own conversation. He brought up who would win in a fight, Remy from Ratatouille or Stuart Little, and we're on complete opposite sides. Okay, and like he said it, and I was like, I don't even fucking know why you would ask, because it would be Stuart Little. Stuart Little's ripping the fuck out of Remy.
Right.
And he's like, Remy's a fucking rat. A rat who ran from every altercation he ever got into.
Remy from the streets, nigga. Like, we did it. Okay. So the funniest part...
Stuart Little's from an orphanage in New York. Do you know how tough orphanages are? No, you don't, because you're not an orphan, sir.
So what we're talking about is, and the dude that works in box lunch, he was actually there when I went this time. Yeah. He saw me and him. He's like, oh my god, are they actually having this conversation right now? And he called somebody over. It's just like, we just started arguing. Like, we just 100% like, fuck that. We just started going at it. We did this shit at Winn-Dixie.
Oh my god.
The peanut butter. We were standing in the fucking peanut butter aisle looking for peanut butter and jelly, right?
Yeah.
And then we were
just like, you would think would be an easy thing to narrow down. It was
not.
It was the hardest thing I've done in that time.
There's so much fucking peanut butter and jelly selections. Like, why are there so many different fucking peanut butter sections?
There's like 80 different peanut butters and like 17 different preserves. Like, but there's like, you think that they're out of ideas? It's like, they have it. They thought of it all.
Right. There was one of the workers there was fucking he was stocking up the shelf like in the middle of the aisle, and like me and him were just going back and forth, and next thing you know, he's just fucking dying laughing. We're like, bro, how the fuck do you do this? You have to put this shit on the shelves. Like, how the fuck are you even functioning right now?
Like, how do you take this seriously?
Crazy. Like you don't sit here and stock the shelves and just like, oh well, here goes vegan, here goes honey vegan, here goes fuck, dude.
You gonna get mad at it? Like why? Like who thought that this would be a good idea?
Right. Like why don't I just have crunchy and creamy?
That's all I was looking for.
Because apparently Americans like options.
Oh yeah, there's no options in England apparently.
Right. Get options.
That's what happens when you're ruled by an iron fist.
Right.
No one decides.
I'll tell you what.
Your only option in England is Tory.
Well, you go through the cereal aisle in like Tesco's versus coming here.
What do you call it? Cereal in England?
No, it's probably like hot breakfast.
Oats.
Cold breakfast.
No, oats is oats. Cereal.
Okay.
Continue.
The amount of choices that they have at Tesco's is a lot less than they have here.
Well, yeah, that's because most cereal is cornmeal based, and corn doesn't really grow in England until we came over and fucking colonized the fuck out of that and took it from those red people.
Actually, yes. And you know who colonized? You know who colonized
England? I'm sorry. Honestly, let me apologize real quick because that was completely uncalled for.
That was so bad.
It's absolutely uncalled for. This is the reason why. One of the reasons why I actually hate white people a lot is because I don't have the option of learning more about fucking Native American people. Okay,
because they wiped that chance out.
They fucking completely decimated it. Do you know how great it would be to learn about like mythological deities for like Native American people?
Yeah.
But no, now I get this washed out fucking version that is complete bullshit.
To be fair, I would find yours for the show, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I wanted. I wanted something like Native American, bear based. Like I loved it. It's pretty dope. I want French toast though. I mean, not right now.
That's what it sounded like.
Sometime soon. Like I don't want to.
Sometime soon, like by the end of the night.
Damn, that's too close of a time frame. It's not my birthday.
Too soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but soon I want to do French toast.
Okay.
Go to IHOP and get a good French toast.
We can go IHOP tomorrow.
We're going to Armature Works.
Oh yeah, we are. Elena's going. You might see her.
Is she going with us?
No, she's going with a friend for sushi. Because that's apparently all that she eats is sushi.
Get it, baby. Go at it. It's not halal.
It's not halal. It really isn't. They cut the fish differently.
Does that
Sushi's
matter?
not halal. No, yeah, it does. That's why.
Babe, you Hindu. That's not even fair.
Why?
don't check out her religion.
But it's just about being halal. Like, I mean,
I could have sworn she's mentioned it before.
She never mentioned it to me. When you having things that are halal just means that it's cut in a specific way that is that's accordance with Allah. That's what it means. So that includes fish, pork, lamb, any type of meat, anything that's not vegetables. So if you don't cook it, sushi is not halal. If you look it up, you can look it up and you can ask people it's not halal.
I believe you. You're my expert.
It's for me, it's ironic that she says that she only eats halal meat when sushi, for example, is not halal. So, and she eats fast food. That shit ain't halal either.
Do you know what store you want to go to?
No, I don't. I've only been there once.
We're gonna have a good time.
You should go to the street taco place. That's really good. They have really nice burrito tacos.
She can't eat burrito.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's not halal. We just had that conversation.
No, it's beef.
You can choose chicken.
They had chicken burrito tacos?
Why not?
Shit, they have vegan tacos.
I really don't know. I just know I got burrito tacos.
We had some tacos the other day. We have burritos.
Can you not eat ice cream? Unless it's like gelato?
Who, me, or is that halal? Like,
no, just you. I mean, because it's from cows, right? Like,
it depends. Like, so, like, if you're a strict vegetarian, for example, you wouldn't.
No, I was just thinking because of like a Hindu thing.
Like a strict, yeah, but as a strict Hindu, strict Hindus mean you're vegetarian.
Oh, okay.
Means no meat at all. So that includes no eggs, no dairy, nothing. So you're almost like it's vegan. But back in Hindu, Hindus, there was no veganism when this shit was around.
Right.
So it was just called being a strict vegetarian. Because it do come from cows.
You were so pretty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, guys, we're going to go and wrap it up for today. This is another wonderful episode of Sundays with the Boys. Also, remember real quick before we do our sign-offs, if you're in the Tampa Bay area and you'd like to actually join our show or call in or anything like that, please send us a message at sundaysneverfeltbetter@gmail.com. Give us a like, a comment, subscribe. Go to our GoFundMe page if you'd like to support us. Also, if you'd like to support me, Teddy, individually, I will be on the corner of Williams and MLK later tonight. I can't promise it will be the best. I have a little bit of an overbite, so there might be some teeth action. Anyways,
they say what he doesn't have in skill, he makes up for with character.
Right. $30 an hour, guys.
It's not. I'm not sucking dick for an hour. It's just $30.
Damn, you cheap.
You said $30 an hour. That's $30 for 1 hour. I can suck dick in 5 minutes.
Oh,
Guaranteed to make you nut in 5 minutes.
Kung Fu grip, babe. Told you.
It's like a snake. I unhinge my jaw and just let it all slide in like a dead rat. Anyways, this is Teddy signing
Venom,
off.
come and sponsor us. This is Lucas.
and I'm Aeysha.
Oh wow, we've been saying Aeysha.
Bro, don't get me fucking started.
We've been saying her name wrong for like 7 months.
Don't get me fucking started.
Oh my god.